Okay, welcome everybody to the second game of Monarchy League Playday 1. We have got Misalignment versus Genesis Gaming on our first map, Clubhouse. I'm currently joined by Cam, who's in our analyst table.
Hello there.
And yeah, let's get this right away. We have at the minute Genesis starting on the attack, defense for TM, and overtime will be defense for TM as well.
This should be an interesting game, all being well.
Definitely. We'll see a Maverick coming out first. Nice ban on that. And a Zofia also. So I would say not maybe interesting for Maverick. Maverick is a pretty common ban, but a Zofia is a little bit weird.
Yeah, but again, I can see the logic behind it because it stops the attacking team from going below to flush out the bandit in case he's bandit tracking. Castles and also very good ban in Clubhouse.
Yeah, I think they might have actually banned Zofia, maybe because they want to run a Maestro potentially.
And it also could be because they are bandit tracking from and don't want to get flushed out on the CC wall.
Potentially, but I mean, you could use Buck necessarily to do that,
And
or
Ash.
usually bring the Capital, and you could use Ash.
Ash.
You have got a lot of options though, so maybe it's more so for the stuff like the Maestros. That's what I would probably think, especially because how strong Maestro actually is on Clubhouse.
Yeah.
But without that Zofia being there, it means you're forced to play Ash as entry fragger. Now Ash is very, very good, but obviously she doesn't have the impact capabilities and the concussion capabilities that Zofia can bring, right? And she also doesn't have that Claymore as well to watch her back, which is another big thing that is a disadvantage to Ash.
We do see quite a bog standard attack lineup coming out.
Pretty common. I mean, we have stuff like the Buck potentially going underneath. I'm a little bit surprised we haven't seen no Capital. Capital is a very interesting choice, obviously. It's so that you can get a Firebolt in there, see if you can get anyone off that bandit trick, but instead they've opted to take a Buck to go underneath, which is interesting, but obviously you can be shot if you're trying to do that, so it's one of those things of maybe Capital could have been used, but we'll just have to see how it kind of gets pushed.
It's quite a common defense lineup as well. It'll be interesting to see if Smoke plays on top of Red, see where Mai deploys her shield, where the Valk cams go, if Jaeger does a stalk, Roam, and Valkyrie plays in Master Bedroom, and if Bandit actually bandit tracks.
Yeah.
So, yeah. For the attack side, it'll be interesting to see if Banner pushes from behind with Thermite to do the pinch, who gets construction and who gets the main wall.
Definitely. 3 minutes on the clock right now. Genesis on the attack, pushing Cash. So you just see what they do. So they're going to be pushing logistics sides, clearing out logistics, potentially going for a push that side, whilst also putting pressure on that main wall, which could force a lot of players into a pinch.
That's a hatch opened. That's a good start already.
Just droning out right now. Just looking for anyone who might be playing on that bedroom side.
Logistics on the main 4 stats. Not common to see, but that could be part of their setup.
Some nice flank drones as well, leaving one on bottom of main stairs to ensure that nobody comes up there for a flank later on. We did just see, unfortunately, Hibana shooting one of her drones, which is a little bit unfortunate. But it was by accident, I think, when she was trying to shoot at Red. That'll be Jinky almost going down, but says I will get taken out. Coming up the main stairs. An absolutely huge kill for Lucky. Nice early kill for Genesis, now leaving a 4v5 situation. Jinky's also immediately up. Getting over this construction wall right now, though. And this could be a huge push for Genesis, taking this nice early player. With this nice early lead, they can do what they want, when they want, but they have to be careful because people like Tats are still underneath waiting to get a late flank in.
Jaeger could be the crucial moment here for misalignment. As long as he stays undetected.
Underneath right there, but Buck gets shot through a wall, and Lucky takes out Tats as Tats gets the kill on a bulldozer. What a huge refrag, leaving a 4v3 situation. Still in favour of Genesis, but nonetheless, still really, really good by TM. They did also get refragged from underneath.
That's unlucky from Tots.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
Magnet active.
Couple of shots through the wall right there. Couple of shots onto Cope. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. I do apologise right there. And yeah, nothing will get confirmed off of that though.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
And that'll be Cope with a huge kill on the Godly Wolf. That will be your entry fragger down. A nice early kill right there. But guess what? Goper will get another kill to Lucky. And he's turned this now in Genesis disadvantage. But Delta, I believe his name is actually gone either, will actually take down Magic. And Little Blue now is in a 1v2. He takes out Coper. Now in a 1v1. He decides to peek Jinky, but doesn't see him as the ACOG disrupts his vision. And he kills him. Genesis take the first round.
That's a big first round for Genesis. That's a very unlucky from Smoke though. You could see the intentions were correct, playing the below, playing the top, but maybe if you did place one person in Master to just waste some time, it could have maybe been a better outcome for Misalignment. But a very good push from Genesis overall. Realised logistics wasn't reinforced, that all that obviously means there's no one playing in logistics. So, or in construction, so yeah. Good push.
Definitely. I mean, that was in favour of Genesis. They could have lost it quite easily right there. Obviously, that smoke playing on red was really, really vital for their push, and it definitely slowed down a lot of things. And also, Cooper did quite a lot of work right there as well to even it back up in their favour. Lil Blue though, fair play to him. That was a nice clutch for him right there after his teammate got taken out. Nice two-piece. He almost lost though the Jinky, who was playing that smoke, which would have been very, very disheartening, but luckily he didn't.
10 seconds to go.
Yeah, we do see another common
5
setup
seconds to go.
coming out from Misalignment. You've got the Kid for the Hatch. Alibi's very interesting though.
Defuse the bomb.
You don't really see much of Alibi being played. Then Mozzie, Frenzel, Deny, Jaeger. Then the Smoke as well. Be interesting.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, potentially a dirt push right now. The flashes are going in from Godly. You'll know where the Kaid is, and potentially trying to take it out from underneath the hatch, and Kaid will actually run up there for some reason to take away that Kaid device, because lost his feet right there. And Godly will still use his breach charge to try and remove it, even though it's gone already.
That's a good play from Kid.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was very intentional though, or what exactly the just was right there, but it worked nonetheless.
Because if Thermite decides to push there, he's still got 2 electric claws now just to deploy. So that's good. And for the hatches as well.
Definitely. Okay, 2 minutes left on the clock as a minute down. You've just got dirt open, which is pretty good, but you need to get some of these hatches up, and it looks like that's what Delta's going to be looking to do.
Interesting to see what Alibi's actually playing in this defense actually.
It's not like potential impact trick, or maybe not. Oh,
On a hatch.
the Hibana just messed up. Okay, well, they tried to Hibana open the hatch, and I think it glitched because only a little bit got
Attackers located
opened.
a bomb.
That's still a bit questionable, but okay.
Was it not impact tricked? Well,
No, it just got blown up. Goalie with a nice kill on the Tats. A nice open pick for Genesis, and once again with a nice early lead. Delta though gets taken out on those main stairs, and they're leaving in a 4v4 situation. Minute 10 left on the clock. We have Godly and Little Blue pushing down dirt, and that'll be another kill for Lucky as he takes out Jinky. Trying to take out this person in dirt right now. That'll be Mozzie going down. Obviously they will not know because points are off, but Sensei will go down nonetheless. Godly Wolf takes out Coper, and it's now in a 1v4 situation as Bulldozer finish off Sensei. Magic in a 1v4. Couple of shots right there, but Magic cannot take him out. And Lucky gets the win. And that's Genesis now 2-0 on the scoreboard.
I don't know what happened there. You've 50 seconds on the clock. Was it a minute on the clock and it was a 4v4 and you'd put the advantage in actually Misalignment's favour. Especially seeing Clubhouse as a defender favourite map. Obviously just some angles weren't being held correctly or just pure communication what resulted in that. Because the first 2 minutes looked like TM actually had a good chance of evening this out, and as you see most teams do. Just good coordinated push from Genesis. And TM just crumbled in the last stages.
Definitely, I mean, it could have been really bad for them, especially because we had Godly and Little Blue both inside Dirt Tunnel. You know what I mean? It could have been as simple as one Nitro coming in or just one spray in. You know, that could have been very, very risky, but fortunate for them, it paid off.
This Alibi is really interesting.
Yeah, now, Alibi, I understand sort of where Alibi's coming from. I think Alibi just suffers from just the fact that her gadget doesn't transform into your gear, so it creates that sort of thing where you can't really use her as she was quote-unquote intended to be played. A lot of what Alibi does now is just disrupt sites and just gets just gets intel whenever anyone tries to shoot at it, potentially thinking it's Alibi, and it really just creates that whole like a lot more like pressure on the team because they kind of have to constantly think like, oh god, is that actually a player?
Yeah, but I don't get, you've got Valk and Echo still in play, so why resort for the Alibi when you've got Alibi for intel and Echo for intel, if that's the role Alibi's playing, to gather intel with Alibi devices? Because Echo's obviously, Echo's very powerful, so is Valkyrie in this map. Interesting for Alibi. That's what's confused me.
Yeah, I could agree with that. There are a lot more better operator choices that could deny plants, etc. But I don't know. I mean, that Alibi gun's not the worst thing in the world at the end of the day. But like you said, that like someone like an Echo could definitely put in a lot of work right now. We will see Dirt getting pushed again.
As you've seen Blue, they just flashbanged, so maybe our Mai wouldn't have been the worst shout either instead of Alibi.
Yeah, I could see our Mai working as well. Jaeger decides to peek Delta right there. Delta takes a couple of shots, and Jaeger backs away. Not without Delta, though, being unscathed. Delta now has to think about his life and be extremely careful.
Good peek from Tatsfirm to Delta.
Attackers have located a bomb.
1 minute 30 left on the clock, a minute 30 down, and nothing really exciting has gone on. Bulldozer taking a couple of shots from underneath.
Magic holding a nice angle.
Now, they do have vertical play, which is extremely good. They're also getting open this kitchen hatch right now. This could be huge. Actually, no, it just got tricked, I think, and I don't think it actually got confirmed. Bulldozer will actually see the smoke, but Smoke manages to get away just about in the nick of time. And it's looking like now, without any Hibana charges, Little Blue's going to have to use one of his exothermics to open up the hatch.
That's what you mean. If you're Echo or you're Valk in play there, you can just put a Valk cam up in kitchen and C4 the thermite.
Yeah, or even like a pulse or something like that would work just as good.
Instead of Alibi. Because the gun's good, but the gadget isn't the best.
Yep. Oh no, Magic takes out Delta, as Delta could not see the player laying down because of that Alibi device. A nice kill though nonetheless for Magic. And it'll leave them in an early advantage going into this last gunfight with 30 seconds left on the clock.
That should be Misalignment's rounds, surely.
You would think that, with only 20 seconds on the clock, Genesis is going to have to look for the kills themselves, try and even up and even get advantage of their own. They'll be Lucky pushing up right now into the Legion. Legion misses a few shots, Copa goes down, Jiggy takes out Godly, and Lucky goes down, so does Bulldozer. Little Blue now in a 2v4, but it's the end! And TM go up one score, and it'll be 2-1 on the board.
That's good, that was a better hold, especially where Magic was playing. It was very interesting to see no one actually droned Magic out off Dot, because if you're going to push Dot, someone should surely be droning if you know someone was there when you breached the wall earlier. Be
Yeah,
interesting to see
definitely.
what they can do.
I think what's quite interesting is the fact of how Genesis are losing a lot of their utility, right? They lost a lot of the Hibana charges. They had to use a Thermite charge just to get that kitchen hatch open.
Yeah, exactly.
Which means you can't get church wall and go for a plan or anything like that. It just means that you have to go through choky doorways always.
Yeah. That's what I meant for TM. See, instead of Alibi, you know they're going to be doing that. So if you've got the Pulse or Valkyrie, use the gadget and get the C4 kill. That takes the Hibana or Thermite out, and that makes them come through the doors where you can just line up, hold angles, and cover for each other and easily pick them off. If one goes down, the other one gets a refrag. And if you keep doing that, that puts the defenders in the most advantage, because the attackers have to come for you. But if you've still got the Thermite, still got the Hibana left in the clock in the last minute, that allows them to have more angles on the site, what pinches use the defenders into one section, where the attackers then take the advantage.
Yeah, 3 minutes on the clock. Genesis once again attacking round number 4 versus TM, who are on defense. Now, I wouldn't be surprised, obviously Cash being held once again, a site they lost first off the bat. I wouldn't be surprised if they maybe try and change up a few things that they did last time. Notably, I think we're going to see a lot more of a hold in bedroom side. Obviously, that was a hard push last time, and we do actually see Copa holding this down as Legion. Now, this could be a nice early kill for Genesis, or this could be a couple of easy kills for Copa. Construction wall now gets open as well to his right, and that could be very, very worrying for him. He's going to get trapped in here. Couple shots through the window right then. Copa almost goes down, and IQ finishes him off. Lucky with a huge kill on the Copa, and he gets out with that huge kill. Obviously, you don't want your Legion going down that early on, and Godly decedes. Okay, we're going to have to get a rehost after this.
Okay.
That's a bit unfortunate, but now it's 4-4.
I just don't get the Legion. He put himself in a do or die situation, and he died without doing much for his team.
Definitely, there should have been someone there to refrag, or potentially even holding it with him. Lucky with a huge kill on a Jinky. And now we're leaving a 3v4 situation in favour of Genesis. They may have lost one player by a DC, but nonetheless they'll still keep on fighting. We do see Tats inside of Garage, and he'll actually down Bulldozer and almost get let by. Lucky right there. Now obviously without score being on, they do not know that Bulldozer's down. Couple of shots right there onto Lucky from Tats, but nothing gets confirmed as Lucky decides to rotate round. Pickett's coming on now onto Bulldozer, that's great. But no, Magic runs out and takes out both of them. Little and Bulldozer go down, and it's now in a 2v3 situation. Wow, what a huge turnaround. Dalla takes out Sensei though, and now we'll leave it now in a 2v2.
There must have been a Valkyrie camera outside potentially, unless IQ must have. That was good. Good run out from Magic.
Potentially, or maybe it was just something they decided to do.
Magic.
Oh, never mind. Godly is back, so we don't have to do a rehost, thank God.
It could have just been Magic, as in his name.
Potentially. We see Lucky now and Delta trying to hold this Jaeger down in Garage. They decided to give up on it, as it's wasting too much time. 20 seconds on the clock. They have to push TM now, who are defending in Cash. One in Garage. This is going to be very, very hard for them. Nitro goes out over into Construction. Obviously won't find anyone as it didn't even go through. Tats gets lucky, and oh no! Delta gets Dalla takes a kill on Magic, but Tats will end it off by taking him out. Now making it 2-2, tied score on the board.
Good refrag. That was a good refrag from Tats. Yeah. Nice wee deck drawn on the wall as well, watching the replay by TM. Very interesting to see where we go here, gym bedroom.
So, what do you think was the deciding factor from that first round where they had lost this defense over this second time they tried to defend this area?
Honestly, it came down to magic. That run out literally just into that tie in his favour because you got rid of, if I remember correctly, the Thermite and Habana.
Attackers need to
That's
locate and defuse
literally
bombs.
the game over because you've lost the 2 hot breach on because you've not opened up many walls. Magic's ran out, got 2 kills in the hot breach. Then now you've forced the defense in narrowly through a window or a doorway where the defenders can just, if one goes down, the other one's obviously refragged. So yeah, that's what won them the round. They got rid of the hot breach. But if the hot breach is still in play, I'm gonna have to go back
Attackers
to
have discovered
Genesis.
the location of a bomb. 10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I can sort of understand that, but do you think that having those 2 hard breaches alive still would have made much of a difference to Genesis' attack?
Attackers
Yeah,
are moving
honestly, it would have because if those 2 were still alive, they would most likely have been in construction and holding each other's flanks most potentially. Then that would have allowed Magic to take control of construction and run out. If those 2 were still alive, the construction would be locked down, the wall would be opened. Then that allows
Tats will get a nice kill onto Lucky. That's your intel gatherer of gadgets within death within 25 seconds. That's going to be very, very heartbreaking for Genesis. But the peek onto the jacuzzi wall, trying to remove those mutes, obviously served very, very well for them. Now, Jet's gonna have to get another kill now to match that early play. At least it wasn't someone like a hard breacher there, so they still have that in play for them.
true. I just don't get why he was peeking that ball. I do get where he was peeking, but he left himself exposed.
Delta gets a huge kill on a Copa, now leaving it a 4v4. Absolutely huge.
That's a big kill into mute because that's a simple.
Huge flank on then by Sensei, but he goes down to Delta. How unfortunate right there. Delta gets a sledgehammer kill right there, and that'll be a double kill from this round. 4v3, but Tat says no and takes out Little. That'll be your Thermite gone, which is absolutely huge for TM. Nice angle right there from Magic, takes out Bulldozer, and that's your other hard breacher gone. And now you're leaving Delta and Godly, the 2 SASs, alive to try and clutch this up. The shotgun though from Delta is a little bit unusual, but he's definitely going to put it to work. He decides to push in and takes out Jinky. Not even a 2v2. Could this be an ace for Delta this round? Potentially, as Magic goes down and Godly finishes it off. The score will now be 3-2 in favour of Genesis.
That should have been TM's round, in my opinion, though. 3v2, you know where they're coming from. Just hold the angles, get the refrags going. But I'm not gonna fault Genesis there. That was beautiful. That was good play, especially by Delta, using the sledgehammer, pushing into logistics, getting the 2 kills. That was a good run by Delta.
Yeah, I think it's pretty crazy though to think that he was rocking that shotgun now.
Exactly.
I'm not going to say that the shotgun was a completely terrible idea, but what we got to remember about the shotgun is there is that the L8, let's be real, it's a very, very good gun. You know what I mean?
Very good.
Very, very good. It's not the best for fire rates, but the damage it outputs is crazy.
As I want to state here again, it'd be interesting to actually speak to Sensei and understand the alibi play, because I do get it in a sense, but again, there's so many more better ops to use than alibi, especially if he is using them for intel gathering as such.
Yeah, I mean, like you said previously, it's a little bit weird why we haven't seen anyone like an Echo or Pulse or Valkyrie.
Because you know they're going to go above. They're going to assert the downward pressure. If you've got the C4, that eliminates one of the hard breaches, or even it could get rid of Sledge, which could be massive.
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb.
That's interesting to see Delta go back to the L8, L gun now instead of a shotgun.
Yeah, round number 6 right now. Obviously after this round we will do the switch up. And the score right now is 3-2. So as of right now, TM are going to be looking to make it 3-3 for the Switch, especially on a defended favored map such as Clubhouse. You kind of want to win those defenses. So if Genesis win these attacks, I mean, it's going to be very disheartening for TM, especially going on the attack where it's not in their favor.
Yeah, if Genesis get that and their defense is strong, this could be good night TM in round 1. Most people had TM in the predictions as a 2-0 victor here against Genesis, and Genesis have proven they are capable of competing against good teams.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the kills come in multiple times from Genesis, we've seen their team play. It's definitely a lot better than I think a lot of people sort of predicted from Genesis. I'm sure a lot of people thought, hey, you know what I mean, this is not a squad that we're very confident in. Maybe that was because of places last season, etc. But I mean, they're definitely proving that TM aren't better than them in a sense. I mean, they're really showing people that, you know, we do have the capability of taking this. We're not as bad as everyone thinks. Lucky will unfortunately shoot an alibi device right there, revealing his location.
If you had a pulse there, that's Lucky gone.
Very true.
If you had a pulse, Lucky was gone. And if you had a Valkyrie instead, you could have had the hard bridge gone as well.
Definitely. Okay, so right now we're just seeing an ordinary push coming down from the stairs, the central stairs, getting those angles in to places like Memorial, and that'll be a nice kill coming up from Delta onto Cooper, setting Genesis up now really early on for a nice win right there. They decided to not stop pushing dirt all the time because they expected TM to hold that side a little bit more this time. So Genesis decided to opt out and go down those main stairs. Absolutely huge by them.
As I will reiterate quite a lot. If you had a C4 there, that was either your Bulldozer, your Little Blue, your Lucky Gone, your IQ, Permanent Banner.
Bulldozer with a huge kill on the Sensei, but gets taken out by Jinky with a huge peek. But that's another shotgun down onto Jinky as Bulldozer gets nice refrag, but they do not know he is down. But that'll be a nice finish by Lucky right there as they decide to enter into site. It's now in a 2v4, but now it's a 1v4. Tats will get a kill on the Delta, and he decides to try to take another, but no! Godly Wolf will take him out. And I mean now as the switch comes up, it'll be 4-2 for Genesis.
That leads me to question, if you had a C4 in play, that could have been a game changer there, instead of Alibi.
Definitely can agree with you there. Now, what's interesting is this is a defended favourite map, right? As I stated previously.
Yeah.
Genesis have just won. They've just come on the better side of an attack.
Yeah, they've won 4. They've won 4.
4-2 right now. That's going to be very disheartening for TM. Now, as far as I'm aware, a lot of teams actually struggle to defend Clubhouse, even though it's a defended favourite map, right? Yeah. So maybe this could not even go in Genesis' favour now. Maybe TM might decide to just absolutely frag out on the attack. So
Monty's coming out. That's interesting. That's a good change.
Yeah, Monty's a very, very good change, especially trying to push this bottom floor. You know, you've got stuff like pushing that dirt. It's very hard to remove him, and he just sits there and just gives intel constantly. And I mean,
continue.
You've only got one Nitro and a few smokes to try and deal with Monty, so at least they've brought the Nitro though, which is nice to see from that Kaid. So it means they can remove the hard breach going for the hatch, especially because they got Jinky on. They've only got one hard breach, right, which is Jinky on the Thermite, which is a little bit unorthodox on Clubhouse. Especially when you're trying to push this site in particular, because of the fact that you can get Nitro, obviously, or you can, you know, the impact trick is very, very prominent, right? It's a lot more easy to repel up on that window and then get the kills.
Yeah, because now you're putting Jinky in a do or die situation, trying to get the main hatch, or do they just abandon the main hatch and go for dots? Because Maestro, that's nice to see. It's nice to see Maestro coming out, but again, as I will say again, the dot could have been used better, like with your Pulse Valkyrie. Especially if you are going to have to go for the hatch with Thermite, because if you get rid of the Thermite, you actually can't shoot the Habana pellets from a window. He has to go downright and personal to the hatch. You've got the Valkyrie camera, you've got the Pulse scanner, heartbeat scanner, you can just kill Thermite and make the attack push you through the tiny hallways what the basement has, and set up lines of sight. If one defender goes down, the other defender takes out the attacker, and so on forth.
Definitely. Now, obviously, it has changed to Genesis are on the defense, attack for MT now for the rest of the game, unless it goes into overtime. Now, this is their first time attacking for TM, and a nice early kill from Magic right there onto Bulldoze. That'll be your Jaeger removed. Not even a 4v5. But as I was stating, TM now on the first attack, and they're still outside primarily. We have Jinky now, though, going for a stock hatch, which is good. Like to see that they're making progress nonetheless. But it's been very, very slow, right? A minute 30 is already gone. You have got a nice kill, especially someone like Bulldozer, who is the roamer. But it's about, is that going to get value now? I mean, we see Lucky right now, not even contested in kitchen. This late into the round, he will be spawn peeking from kitchen door. Well, I mean a spawn peek, sorry, but will be peeking from kitchen door. He'll get two! A nice kill on two. The hard breach and the Thatcher. And that's literally your support's gone.
That is good. That is a good play there from Lucky.
But Magic answers back and takes out Delta. Not even a 3v3 situation. Absolutely huge for them.
But you still have Monty in play. And
no, yeah, this Monty's...
Lucky still has his C4. Lucky still has his C4.
Definitely. It's looking like Magic is pretty much having to do everything this round so far. We have Sensei trying to push up right now on that Monty, obviously. But no one to play behind him, so there's nothing to get the kills out of. So he's going to have to try and take the gunfight on his own. Golly Wolf goes down. And the hatch above, right there. Tats takes a little blue and Goldy Wolf is down, so it's just Lucky now on a 1v3. But that will be a huge finish by Magic right there. And that will mean the score now goes for 4-3. Still in favour of Genesis, sorry. But it's getting very close and TM could potentially pull this back to a tie score.
Definitely. It was good. That was a good push from Monty. Monty took control of site, then they had control of blue. Then you had a Kaid Roman. That's unorthodox in a sense. But he did give the kills onto the Thatcher and Thermite, which could have been massive. But it turned out not, because smoke got removed from blue. That allowed them to have blue control. Monty pushed in, trapped Doc in the corner, the Maestro went down. Then it was all up to Kaid, who dropped the hatch and got picked by Buck.
Definitely. Now, it's definitely once again looking like that traditional thing. Clubhouse is a defended favoured map, but no one can win a defense. Obviously, it's early days yet, and Genesis just lost their first round, but I'm just saying that it's very, very strange for a defended favoured map to be basically almost... I mean, they lost the defense on the defended favoured map, right? And it's not like they were forced to play some orthodox, like, gym bedroom or something like that. They are playing, they have that sort of thing where they can play whichever site they want to, so...
10 seconds remaining.
I'm not quite sure, this map's very, very iffy, in that sort of sense, how it's...
5 seconds to go.
How it's a defend-free map, but yet defense don't tend to win.
Exactly.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
But as I said again, I'm going to say the same for the Genesis defense. If you had the Pulse, if you had the Valkyrie, that could have been a different story instead of one in a dock.
Definitely. Here's the scoreboard so far. We see Lucky top fragging for Genesis, followed by Delta, then Goldie Wolf, then Little Blue and Bulldozer. Both 2 kills. They could hopefully pick that up a little bit. We do see Tats and Magic top fragging for TM on 9 kills. Pretty good. Followed by Copa, Jinky and Sensei all on low kills, but they're all doing the support roles and jobs and are working quite well, to be fair.
It's unorthodox though, because Clubhouse you usually run 2 hard breach, but TM aren't doing that.
Yeah, I think it's because they'd more rather take the Monty, and Monty will actually go down right there. Goldie Wolf decides to challenge him and takes him out from the side. How unfortunate for Sensei there, trying to watch his back. Unfortunately got shot and will go down, trying to push that garage out. But that'll look like the Bulldozer is actually going to go down and is dead by Magic. Absolutely huge, even now in a 4v4.
Did anyone actually push into garage with Monty there?
Nope, Monty was completely on his own up on rafters.
I don't get that. If you're going to have a Monty push, you need someone with him. Maybe
Yeah.
just poor communication.
I think what the ultimate goal was to try and force anyone who's in garage to potentially come out.
But you've got the shield set up, you've got the smoke. No one's moving. If anyone's moving, Monty's going to be moving back.
Tats with a nice kill onto Little Blue right there, and this nice little angle coming out from Lucky. Will actually get challenged by Magic and almost go down.
A bomb has been located.
Because now, with what TM have as such, they've got the fragging capability, obviously on offense here, as has been shown. But if you had the Havana instead of Monty, you could have done a pinch from Massive Edge.
Jinky takes out Goalie Wolf, who was playing inside that garage, now leaving a 2v4 situation. Trying to push out garage, now will be Della. Lucky takes out Cooper, now leaving a 2v3. Trying to push up right now, Lucky takes out Jinky, and then Delta takes out Tats, now leaving a 1v2. It looked like it might be in favour of TM, but Genesis bounced back. Now leaving a 1v2 once again for Magic. Smoke cast is coming out right there, and a huge shot coming in, and that will be Magic falling as Genesis make it 5-3 on the scoreboard, 1 point away from going to match point.
What I want to say there is TM should not have lost that. See, if you did have the Habana, honestly, if you have the Habana in play, you could have pushed from construction instead of focusing your sole attack, coming through the one angle where you could get shot from rafters, you could get shot from top of red, you could get shot from sight. There's a three-way pinch what you can use if you just solely push from the main wall. But if you had the Habana who could open up construction, that puts the doubt in the defender's mind, where are they going to push? Because instead of having one angle to hold, they'd have two. And if it's as it was a 2v4 left, instead of the 4 people coming through the same, you could have had a split 2-2, then pinch from inside for the attack to obviously win bad rounds.
Definitely, we did just see Genesis defend and win cash, so now their next best option is basement. And we see a very, very similar team count as they went last time. So let's hope there's a little bit more reinforcement, and I'm hoping that TM understand that they need to make sure that the kitchen, the easiest place arguably to ensure that no one flanks from, is secured, and they need to get that kitchen hatch open as well, and not focus so much on dirt, because what you gotta remember is, if your kitchen hatch open, you can go down main stairs, you can go down blue stairs, you can go down the hatch, right? If you're just pushing dirt and you open up dirt, you're just choking yourself and you're just tunneling through one area.
Especially when there's only one C4 on use again. It's weird in my sense to see a dock. Maybe it's part of their strats, but again, you've still got the Echo, you've still got the Valk, you've still got the Pulse in play. Because Doc's only utility is to heal your team. Where you could have had 3 Valk cams given intel and a C4, you could have had a hot rate scanner to get a C4 kill. You could have had Echo with these 2 yokai drones to get intel, instead of a Doc just there to heal your team. I know personally I would rather have intel than healing, because intel wins you games.
Definitely, we will see dirt now opened up, and there is someone playing there with a shield, which is nice. It's like that'll be the smoke casters coming in to try and choke out Monty a little bit, and Ash is going to be deciding to push up to try and remove this shield, and that means smoke will have to start moving. Very well done right there, nice push. And they have kitchen hatch open as well, which is great. No nitro stopping them right there either, which is amazing. They also have top ground control, which means Magic can play it as well.
If you had that C4, the hatch wouldn't have been open, or the buck would have been killed.
Sensei trying to go for a shot, but no, Little Blue takes him out as he does try and shoot him through the wall of blue. And that'll be your Monty going down relatively early on into the fight.
In the round, yeah.
Like, that's a bit unfortunate, especially for your first attacker dead. He should be the one that lasts the longest, really. and it's a 4v5 in favor of Genesis. Looking like Genesis is actually going to take this to match point. But we have seen these teams, they go back and forth, so this could potentially go back inside of TM's favor, and we see that exactly as Jinky takes out Godwolf.
You've got Lucky in the C4, why doesn't he just use it? Now, you know we're above in kitchen having a vertical play. You've just had someone die. Use the C4 and get the kill.
I think he's a little bit worried though of peeking and going for that Nitro to potentially get domed by someone like Buck, or potentially anyone like that who's looking down playing that vertical right now.
But if you did have that's 3 people on kitchen, you could easily get a double.
Bulldozer right now going for a flank on Magic. Will this actually pay off? Magic just about gets down central stairs, and Magic will actually take out Lucky, and the call will come in now. So Magic is probably gonna get sorry, Bulldozer takes out Magic. Cooper gets taken out by Tal, but Jinky goes for the plan. He actually plants it down. This could be huge. Bulldozer and Little Blue having to bounce back, but Tats takes out Little Blue, now leaving Bulldozer in a 1v2. 30 seconds up on that to fuse, and he'll take out... No, he won't take out Jinky, actually, as Jinky decides to run away, as he missed a few shots and actually does connect with Jinky, but isn't enough to kill him. This is going to be super hard for Bulldozer now. 20 seconds left on that defuse. Drops down the hatch of kitchen. There'll be Tats waiting for him right there. Flash is coming in also. 15 seconds left on the clock, and he's going to have to do something. Decides to peek the Ash once again. Down to the Ash, which is absolutely huge for him. Even if he gets a kill on the Jinky right now, it's going to be game over. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Unfortunate. And that will mean that Genesis now bring it. Oh no, it won't be Genesis bring it. It'll be TM now bring it to 5-4.
As I said before, if Lucky didn't hesitate too much of he could have had the C4. That could have been 2 people potentially killed. Maybe because I'll ask you this question: did you see anyone get stumped in that defense?
Not what I can remember.
Neither did I. So if you're not going to use the stims, why not just bring the Echo? Why not bring the Valk? Why not bring the Pulse?
I mean, we got to be fair to him though, and I will say this: you can't completely say that, because there was a few instances on Cash where the stims did actually come out from Godly. So
no, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when you're down in church, solely church.
Yeah, I feel you on that, but I think it's one of those things of it's nice having them.
It's nice having them, but how beneficial are they?
No, but it's a bit like Echo, right? Like, there's no guarantee that your drones will actually do anything.
Exactly. But
especially with Thatcher being alive. So it's one of those cases of, yes, they could use Doc Sims, but they might not. But it's one of those things that if you didn't have them and you needed them, what are you going to do, right? And it's the same thing with Echo. If you don't have an Echo drone, and then you need it...
Exactly.
You get what I mean? It's one of those things of... I understand, but like you said, I think switching the Doc would be a better choice.
Yeah.
I mean, especially because that MP5 is a lot more better on Echo, but maybe it just didn't fit the sort of playstyle they were looking for at that point.
Like, I do get it. I do understand. I'm not out here dissing anyone. I just feel there's better ops as such to be used than the Doc. And it's the same for it's the same for TM and defense. There's we're using Alibi, where there's better ops to be used than Alibi.
Now there's no wall denial, and that will mean that Jinky will be able to get the wall open, which is absolutely huge. Magic will actually see Vigilon will actually get a kill onto him. Lucky will fall to Magic. Nice little like angle right there.
That's your top frag gone.
Yeah, and your top frag gone. It's not looking good right now for Genesis, losing that early player. But as I said previously, these rounds have gone so crazy. It's like it's in one person's favour, and all of a sudden it'll just flip.
Yeah.
So
TM on the stroke comeback potentially.
What's interesting, they did opt to go to gym bedroom, even though they didn't have to.
For cash, oh no, they are gym.
They had basement still open to them.
Maybe if you thought it wasn't working because with memory serves correct, lost basement twice. No.
Yeah. Ash tries to run in right there, and Little Blue takes out Tats. The miscommunication right there from Jinky. Jinky had obviously lit up Little Blue, but didn't call out that he was actually playing this, so ultimately Tats is unfortunately going to get taken out right there, and now leaving it in a 4v4.
That's also one of TM's top fraggers going as well, so even Stevens right now.
Delta almost taking out Sensei right there. And Jiggy takes a Little Blue though, now leaving it a 3v4. No, sorry, a 2v4. No, a 1v4. Godly Wolf now in a 1v3. He's gonna go and plant a diffuser, but it's not enough. Sensei takes him out. And that will now be 5-5 as the score now becomes tied in both teams. Now, that is just an example of how chaotic rounds can be, right?
That's just an example of Clubhouse as a whole. It's a defender favourite map, but defenders never win.
Now, the thing that slightly, I wouldn't say worry me, but like slightly disheartens me, right, is the fact that we saw Genesis going 5-3. And now
that's 5-5.
TM have brought it back to 5-5 and tied up the score.
Here we go, we save a banner now. No, sack to Monty. Is it needed? Is it needed? I do get the Monty play. I'm all about here slagging. The CC push last time could have we really needed a banner for that.
True. Also, the other thing I'm a little bit concerned about is, are they just going to send Sensei right again up through Garage and die?
And have no one follow with them.
Exactly.
Who do you use to push with Sensei? Because you can't put the Thermite in, you can't put the Thatcher in. If the Buck, you could, but if the Buck goes down, that's a waste of utility. If Ash goes in with him and dies, that's the only one I can see. Ash going in with him, because all the others have utility what they need to use.
Yeah, I completely agree with you on that.
If you're gonna play Monty, why not bring like a Capital instead of
getting garage doors open right now? Try and get a push in. It's not really going for a hard garage push, especially with Sensei going in also. Asking Ash potentially to remove the shield. Pings were coming out right there. And that's exactly what Tats will do. I mean, Sensei now can push up these stairs, free will. And we'll have Buck actually covering him to make sure there's not many people peeking. This could be huge, actually. And yeah, Garage has been fully cleared. Absolutely huge play right there from Sensei. And he can also get rid of the bandit charge if he wants to. And Filmer will get this main wall open, which is absolutely huge. Now with garage control in your possession and that wall open, I can only think they're going to go for a server plant, right?
Yeah. You did have a C4. 2 C4 players were looking Monty. But I'm in a 44 o'clock. This is looking great. Attacking favoured right now.
Definitely, but Magic gets a huge kill right there onto Lucky. There'll be a smoke on someone who you don't want to lose really early on. Obviously, you can lock down doorways for 10 seconds. So.
Especially if Monty's still in play.
Yeah. I mean, you've got 2 Nitros still, but Nitro's a little bit more of a hit or miss of its instance. Now there's someone playing red, and it's looking like Monty's going to hold this out, so that potentially the push can come in, and Cooper will go for a plant. That's absolutely huge. Magic will go down on the other hand, a Bulldozer, now leaving it a 4v4. Tats takes out Little Blue, now leaving it a 3v4. Delta, with a huge Nitro cell from underneath, will take out Cooper, but only just after he gets the plant down. 2v3 situation. Bulldozer takes those Tats as Tats gets a kill on the Delta. A huge refrag. 2v2 situation. You still have that Monty and Jinky still alive. It's going to be very, very hard for the defenders to essentially deactivate the diffuser.
Get rid of Jinky.
That'll be Jinky taking a huge kill on the goalie wolf and taking out Bulldozer! And that will mean the Genesis are now 6-5, match point for them.
This I will give him credit for. That was a very good Monty push. That's
Definitely.
like they listen to us. That's like they listen to us, cunch.
I mean, that was absolutely huge for them. They did
Yeah.
exactly what was expected. I mean, they got open the wall, the main wall.
Yeah. Instead of having free
They pushed
time.
out Garage, which is the hardest
Yep.
bit, especially when it's very, very choky to get out, right?
Yeah.
And then you cut off rotation from Red using Monty, which was another huge play. And then Copa just runs in and plants. Now, there was a Nitro Cell underneath, which was absolutely a huge play, but they didn't deny the plants, so
I know.
it wasn't... I mean, it was a really good idea, but if it had come out earlier, we could have seen that round completely have flipped.
Yep. At least we see a Ramai this time. And
Attackers
Legion.
need to locate and
Legion is
defuse
good.
bombs.
With a Monty. It'll be interesting to see where... I can almost guarantee there's going to be a shield on rafters and on top of Red. No, Smoke's brought bombs. So no shield top of Red.
I mean, they might use for my shield top of Red, though.
But from the previous times we played CC, there's all...
No, man, he's going to put the shield in Garage.
10 seconds to insertion.
I mean, do you really want it there? Maybe the reason why they've done that is because they played Wamai. It's because they've sort of realised that, hey, Ash is just going to breach charge the shield.
Yeah, true.
So let's Wamai, right? Like, what is she going to do then, huh? Joke's on you, Ash.
Yeah, suppose. But again, with no shield and Red, kinda does give them Red control. Up the stairs. If no one's going to be playing Red.
True, but then it's about removing everything from underneath them, which might take too long of a time, etc. But I mean, we see TM going for a same push, and I don't know if this will work.
No.
I mean, can you
If
get
that's
away with
what
it
they
twice? I mean, they've understood what they've done wrong, and they've decided to bring a Wamai this time. So
Attackers have located a bomb.
this is extremely risky business coming out from TM right now.
No, they've understood well. They've brought Ramai and they've brought Legion. Brilliant.
Yeah, but TM are pushing the same way, so
I know.
it's not going to be good for them. So
No.
Bomb located
If this
by attackers.
works in TM's favour, I think it's time to sit back down with your IGL and think what's actually happened.
now, what's good is Tat's actually burning the Wamais with his flash, which is great. And once again, Monty's allowed to push in because the shield's gone after the huge burns coming out.
But ADS could be in position to be a bit better.
Definitely. Now,
Because now, Rafters is in full control.
definitely now, Sensei's obviously got a lesion in his foot. Tats takes out Lucky, now bringing it a 4v5. Magic gets a huge kill on Adela. Wow. TM absolutely tearing up shop. TM will get another kill right there. Magic is a huge kill on a Bulldozer, now leaving a 2v5. What is going on right now? TM have come out on the attack as a completely different beast.
This leads me to think if we're going to ban
Little
Monty-
Blues goes down to Tats, and it's now in a 1v5 for Goalie Wolf. Smokecast has come in, and Jinky. Oh, well, Goalie Wolf actually has Sensei, and Jinky will go for a huge pump, but underneath Magic takes out Godly. And yeah, that's 7-5 for Genesis. For
Okay.
Clubhouse, our first map.
TM 7-5, not Genesis.
Oh, it's TM, innit? What am I on about? I got the scores written down wrong.
Clubhouse finishes in Misalignment's favour. 4-2 of a split, came back to win 7-5. Defense is a defense favoured map. Turns out not to be a defense favoured map.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I mean, you've got to give TM absolute props there. I mean, those
Yeah.
pushes were really, really good.
Yeah. Sensei might not have done much in the kills, but his Monty play is phenomenal. He adapted after the first time he played Monty and got killed by the dog, and that was that. His Monty plays basically won TM 4 attack rounds.
Yeah. Now we got Cafe. which will mean I'll have to swap sides, right? GG defend first, so it's orange will defend first, and then we'll have GG attack in overtime, which means orange will attack first. Got that one. Right? No.
Yeah. No. Wait, what? Who? So.
What? Okay, so wait there. Genesis are defending first.
Yeah, so TM are going to be.
So orange attack first, and then it'll be blue who have overtime. Got it.
What I want to see here are Genesis going to adapt and ban Monty, or we're going to just not worry about Monty. Because Sensi does do Monty quite well.
True. Now, I do apologise, guys. We're waiting for the teams to come back. Let us know what everything that's going on. So it's going to be a short little break. Once I get confirmation from both teams, we'll start our next map, Cafe. I'm not even going to pronounce... I was about to pronounce the last word, but I'm not even going to attempt it.
Dostoevsky.
Dostoevsky.
Toy F.
Ah, I don't know that. I thought it was Dostoevsky. Dostoevsky.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, that's the one. I just realised that. Why aren't I breaking down the word? You are. I'm like bloodbath right now, dude. I'm absolutely talking dog shit.
Colin's just getting English lessons.
Mate, I'm like bloodbath right now, dude. I'm gonna start screaming, Blackbeard with the nitro onto Bandit. My inner bloodbath has been released. Oh god.
I will say that was a very, very good game. That's one of the best games I've actually casted with you.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Both teams knew what they were doing compared to the NBD league we done. Where let's not talk about that.
Yeah, let's not talk about that league. And those games in particular as well.
Yeah. This explains why this league is one of the best leagues in PS4. Just due to how good the teams are with adaptation, with knowing how to play the sites, and actually defying what statistics show to be a defender favourite map, and defying it, and making an attacker favourite map. TM and Genesis, props to them for their attacks.
Definitely, I mean, this is gonna be best of the best teams, right? I mean, I mean, they have paid entry in, right? So you expect the best of the best.
Yeah.
And I mean,
people writ off Genesis. Look at Genesis. They've put up one hell of a fight in Clubhouse. So my hat is off and clapping and applauding Genesis right now.
Well, I'm not going to lie to you. For a bit there, I actually thought that Genesis were actually going to take it. I mean, they were 5-3. And then the storm ahead just came out from TM.
TM are one of the favourites to win the league, so it doesn't surprise me that TM actually had the mental strength to overturn a 4-2 down off a split and come back to win 7-5. They've showed themselves against some top opposition in the Sun League. So yeah, doesn't surprise me. But I'm proud of Genesis because a lot of people had wrote them off. So from what I seen, it was a lot of 2-0s. It could still happen, but I thought it'd be like maybe 7-1, something like that on both maps. But they have done phenomenal.
Well,
lucky.
I know that Danger, the owner of Genesis, his predictions was by the end of this, it would be 2-1 in actual favour of Genesis. So, potentially, right, this could be Genesis' map.
Yeah,
and this is the map they're wanting to take.
Who picked Clubhouse out of the two? Who picked Clubhouse?
I can find that out. Who won the first map? That would be TM75.
Team Misalignment.
Yeah. I'll go and have a check for you right now on who won, who was which pick.
Who picked Clubhouse and who picked Cafe? Because if Misalignment picked Clubhouse, Dostoevsky could be in Genesis' pick, and this could be where they feel comfortable.
I think it was TM. Oh no, mine. Map 1 was actually Genesis' map.
Oh, okay.
Map 2 was TM's map.
Okay. And the
And then-
last map was voted off.
And that was just a decider, I think.
That's interesting, though. So if Genesis thought they had Clubhouse wrapped up as a strong map, that's interesting, because they showed an attack they were capable. Defense, though, as I did say, they did have some weird op choices in Church from both sides. Your Alibi, your Doc. Maybe if you used, as I will keep saying, maybe your Echo, your Pulse of Elk, it could be more beneficial. But you don't know the breakdown of a team's playstyle. You don't know what ops they use and how they use them. This is just me and you giving our opinions.
Yeah, I mean, I think definitely, like you said, a pulse would have worked a lot more better. You don't even have to bring a pulse. Like, in the sense of, pulse is great, but you could have done the exact same job using mute, right? I mean, you don't need that pulse scanner to know exactly where people are. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
There's not a lot of guessing when they're in kitchen, right? There's not a lot of places where they can hide, so... And especially if you hear Thermite going for the hatch, you know exactly where he is. That guy's not moving for a few seconds.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know, there's just better ops than the Dog and Alibi. It would be interesting to actually get a chance to speak to Sensei and ask him about the Alibi play, and it could be nice to speak to... who was it playing Doc on Genesis, I forgot.
It was Godly.
Yeah. It'd be nice to actually speak to them and get their ideas behind it.
Okay, we're just waiting. We got a ready from TM. We're just waiting for GG to say they're ready, and then we'll be good to go, and then we'll push forward on to Cafe.
Then if it comes down to it, Consulate, as we're deciding.
Yeah, and Concert will be very, very interesting as well. Obviously, it was removed for quite a while due to map issues. Obviously, it's been back for quite a little bit now, but it'll be interesting to see how that sort of adapted and the players in that sort of front. Just waiting on already for GG right now.
I'm looking forward to see the bans on Cafe.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we see something like a mirror ban. Mirror's very, very strong. Yeah, I could see a mirror, and I could see Thatcher obviously getting removed. Potential Wamai. Wamai is quite a huge deal to deal with, and even potentially.
Yeah. What I'm going to say here is, they ban Castle and Clubhouse. Cafe is more prominent for a Castle play. If we're going to ban Castle here, is Genesis going to ban the Monty of TM? This could be big.
I mean, Monty's not the best to push this site in a sense.
Yeah.
I mean, Monty's a lot more better on the base, on like the kitchen area. So I mean, you could ban him for that, but on that top floor, I don't think Monty's exactly the best shot. I think you're better off going with a Goyo, Mute, or my Jaeger.
Oh, yeah. Wait, what? Monty turned into a defender there. Conch.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
What do you mean?
Oh, never mind. I've just realised my brain never processed what you said. Let's forget about that.
What are you on about?
I thought you could... There we go, I called it. I'm a prediction god.
Yeah, Monty coming out, and also Thermite as well. What are you on about?
Never mind, just forget
No, go.
No, because I was talking about Monty being banned, and not... And then you're like, yeah, you could ban a guy. To me, it sounded like you could ban a guy who you mute, then a Maestro instead or something to play with one of them.
No, I was stating that Monty's not very good on this, on the top floor push, and he's better on the bottom floor. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see Wamai getting banned. That's what I meant. Pulse getting banned also. Now, I'm sorry to call you out here, Cam. Now, if you don't know, Cam is the owner of Want To, right?
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna state what happened.
Yeah, let's just put it this way. Twice in a row they got dropped and smoke planted, right? 30 seconds into a round, right? Now, the only way you could possibly prevent that is by a mirror and a pulse. And I mean, we've got mirror and pulse ban.
Hang on. You've still got Valk, you've still got Echo, you've still got Maestro in play. There you go.
I mean, yes, but Maestro gets seen out by Zophia's, which we're seeing Zofia being played, so...
But there's no... Like, if you're going to do the Skylight, you need a Capitao.
You do need a Capitao, to be fair, yes you do.
So this doesn't look like a Skylight drop.
They don't actually have any smokes, actually, now that I think about it. They have Stun City, though, I'll tell you that much.
They do have Stun City.
All of them have stuns except for Zofia, so yes, they've got Stun City.
No. Sophia does have stuns.
Well, she has stuns in her gun, but, you know, she hasn't got stuns as a secondary.
Yeah, so this is 10 stuns. Well, it's a default castle setup coming out, of course.
I mean, Castle's very, very useful on this map.
10 seconds
Yeah.
left.
He's useful in a lot of strategies. I mean, a lot of people say, buff Castle needs a buff, da-da-da. He really doesn't, does he? I mean, he's used, I mean, he is often used, right, on majority of strats.
Yeah, most strats, yeah. There's always a castle suggested or incorporated into it. What I do want to point out here is, Phil, sorry for interrupting you.
It's alright.
There's no shields. There's no shields being played in Cigar Lounge or Top of Right or even Cocktail and Cigar Shop. That's interesting.
Yeah, no, I think that's very interesting too. I mean, shields are very, very huge for holding down certain areas.
It's part of the meta on Siege right now. Shields.
Actually, Goldie Wolf did actually bring a shield instead of a nitro.
Oh, that is interesting. Especially from Valk.
Yeah.
What I do want to say is it's interesting there's no smoke being played either.
Yeah, smoke is absolutely really huge pick. Magic with a nice kill onto Lucky right there, minute into the round. That's unfortunate for Lucky. And potentially Magic might actually get killed right here as Goldie Wolf decides to peek in. And Magic will go down and dead to Godly Wolf, now leaving a 4v4. Huge play coming up from Godly Wolf to take out Magic.
Godly playing the below, yeah.
Yeah, he came right from pillars, stairs, went all the way up, and took out Magic, which is absolutely huge for them.
That's big because that's Maestro off the board.
Yeah. And I mean,
that's
no Maestro cameras, right? I mean, it's completely gone then.
Yeah. That's an op you want off the board at ASAP.
And also, you've lost your buck as well. We lost Magic, so you can't play that vertical play either from underneath. So it's gonna be very, very interesting. Delta, sorry, will take out Tats. The SMG-11, huge, but there.
You do have Valk being played, but you don't have IQ. This could be pivotal because if Valk has good placements, that could be good night in a sense.
Definitely, we see Bulldoze now tearing down the barricade right there, potentially trying to get anyone going on red. And to be honest, no one's pushing that red side. They're all pushing this white side, and Sensei gets a huge kill on the little blue. Now leaving it a 3v3. I mean, this isn't in anyone's advantage once again. Jinky though will take out Delta, and Bulldozer will get taken out. Will get taken out by Cooper. Sorry. Goldie Wolf now on a 1v3. He has to be able to Nomad. Device will go in. Only 5 seconds on the clock. He will get pushed up by Ash, and will get taken out by Sensei. That's 1-0 for TM.
That's weirdly attacked by TM there. In a sense. You don't really see most teams putting the window pressure on. Usually, if any window pressure's been applied, it's always on to Cigar. So that's good to see a team's thinking out the box and putting play on where defenders actually should feel comfortable, in a sense.
Yeah, I mean, like you said previously, Godly Wolf playing the shield isn't exactly his sort of thing. I mean, he's the only one that can really bring it, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Especially with Jaeger getting the removal of his shield, you know. There's no one else that can really bring it. And Genesis now opting to go down to this bottom floor after obviously they lost that top floor.
What I'm going to put out there is could be perceived as bad in a sense, but I personally would not bring a Valk in this site. I would maybe opt for a Ramai or Bandit potentially to bandit trick the kitchen wall of the bakery.
10 seconds to insertion.
That allows Mute to put the Mute jammers in.
5 seconds remaining.
At the, yeah, it could allow Mute to have a wee bit more
Objective is to locate a bomb.
sense to play than if you did have a Ramai instead of Valk instead, and in Bandit you could potentially play Ramai behind that counter in Bakery, as you say, because you've got the wall reinforced, stopping the pre-fire from the window into Big Bakery. You've got the castle barricade there. So yeah, there's two ops where I would personally opt to play first Valk, just in this site. And it'd be interesting to see if Smoke's playing the connector, or if he's going to be playing Closet.
Yeah, I mean, what's interesting right now is obviously they're going to be clearing out from that top floor, pushing down, right? You have no one on that top floor to defend, first off.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, it's risky to do that, but still, like, why not try it, right? Especially like a Vigil or a Jaeger even to go up there.
But, like, you've got the Valk. Why not put Valk up top? Because Valk doesn't really give you much.
Tats gets a huge kill right there onto Bulldozer. That'll be the Zofia with a nice early kill.
Because, as me and you have noticed, especially on Cafe, a lot of teams actually, if the site is down below, they still push Sky, they still drop Skylight.
Sensei takes out Delta, not even in a 3v5. It's not looking good for Genesis right now, losing another player, and that'll be Delta, someone who you want to keep alive till the very end. And no! Lucky gets taken out right there as he tries to use that SMG-11 to take out Tats, but Tats only wins that gunfight.
Located by attackers.
Genesis right now, I mean, Jinky getting a huge kill on the Goldie Wolf, not even Little Blue, no 1v5. Genesis are really struggling right here, the diffuser's going down, Jinky's going for that huge plant, and it gets taken out as a flawless round for TM.
Well, I just want to put out there, I've never seen a shield played where Lucky Delta played his shield. The most common spot for Smoke shield is in the connector.
Now, I will say this, right, and this isn't like any nods at anyone or any sort of thing like that, it's more of a sense of, I think this was what a lot of people were expecting from TM, right? And more so in expecting the matches to sort of go. Right? We now see Genesis not exactly being able to hold their ground as well as they were on Clubhouse, right?
No.
I mean, TM are absolutely, in a sense, completely rolling through. They're getting these nice kills, and maybe it's Genesis' position, or etc. I mean, you could argue, oh, if they brought this operator over this operator, it could be better, but ultimately, I think we just see TM just ultimately just winning the rounds out. They're just winning every single gunfight a lot more than what Genesis. I mean, we saw a flawless round right there from TM. They're very confident going into these gunfights.
Yeah, better mechanical skill being shown, better coordination being shown. There's just some positioning from Genesis, but they, like, as I gather, they have a strats, don't get me wrong, they do have some decent strats. I just don't think they understand the in and out of the strat, because were you seeing that smoke shield being played?
5 seconds remaining.
Fair enough, I've seen it before, but you need someone playing those right stairs.
Yeah, and you need someone to even get a refrag for you. I mean, you can't just expect to, in a sense, just go for it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've got to have, like, some kind of someone to get kills, watch the back, as you stated. You can't just expect to just go, let's just play him there because he's going to be holding down exactly where he is and just expect him to win everything, right? Godly runs how it takes out Tats, though. A nice early kill. Those Valcams coming in very handy, as we can see. I mean, that was nice for
wasn't
Genesis,
even-
right? Getting that nice early kill. They
That
needed
wasn't
that.
even a Val. That wasn't even a Val camp. That was a normal camp.
It was a default cam?
Yeah, default camp. They never
Oh,
took the default camp out.
no.
This is-
Listen,
that was a rookie.
TM, you may be winning right now 0-2, but you cannot be sloppy. Sensei, though, takes out Goldie Wolf, avenging his boy.
But Sophia's off the board. That's huge.
Delta takes out Sensei, not even a 3v4. Genesis now looking pretty good for themselves right now. Taking out 2 of the players of TM and sitting pretty comfortable with a 1-player lead.
Yeah. That's your 2 entry fraggers gone.
Now, I think this is more of what we saw Genesis playing like on Clubhouse. They can get the kills, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they do. They have the gun skill to compete, but I would suggest the coordination and refragging just as
Little Blue gets a huge kill on the Cope who's repelling on the windows. That was huge.
massive kill.
I want to see that was a flick almost, right? Magic takes out Lucky though, and Little Blue will get a kill on the Jinky, and Delta shuts down Magic, meaning that Genesis win their first round and the score becomes 2-1.
That was better. That all I'm gonna say is TM, you made a rookie mistake leaving default cam off.
Yeah, I could agree with that, but at the end of the day, it wasn't just that that ultimately led to the downfall. I mean, we saw it go 4-4, which means it's in anyone's favour in a sense, and
Castle with a flick. That was beautiful.
that was a really nice kill from Copa on that window.
All I'm gonna say, it's like the same as Clubhouse when Genesis was it TM attacking, yeah, but TM attacked. They pushed in the same area. They never seemed to like adapt or change the way they pushed. As you seen there, they went for the same window repels. Genesis obviously clocked on, and yeah, that what got them kills.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say it better myself.
Attackers need to
It's
locate
just
and defuse bombs.
like it just looks like they've got the one attack strat. You have nothing else to fall on. They rely on the repel. Maybe take control of Cigar once in a while. Throw them off guard because if Genesis expects the repel, and if you push them from Cigar, you've basically just walked in the site because you'll have left that side
located by attackers.
defended.
Yeah, like you said, I think you quite clearly could see the evolution of Genesis, right? I mean, they sort of understand what TM are doing, right?
Seconds left before
They're very 2D in what they do, right? They do the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
We saw TM push the same way, right? Usually teams would take control of Cigar and push that side, right? TM opted for repelling on windows, right? Last time that happened, Genesis were all over the place, so that it wasn't anyone getting any kills, right? This time Genesis said, listen, we know what they're going to do, let's make sure these window repels are safe, right? Which means then you have Delta, then let Jaeger, I mean, it was Bulldozer, sorry, he was waiting to run out, and then you also had Godly on the run out as well, right? And you just get taken out because of that, because you're doing the same thing, and I think Genesis definitely did catch on to there and really played really well there as well.
This shows why this league is one of the best. You've got 2 good teams who can adapt. But that's what you look for. Adaptation. If the team can, on a spot, think, yeah, that's how we're going to play. Adapt and win.
Well, yeah, adapting is the most important thing in this game, right? Like, you can have the best aim in the world, but if you don't understand rotations, operators, the maps, and how they sort of are affected within the play, etc., you're going to lose, right? That adaptation is usually comes under that game skill sort of like bracket.
You could be the best mechanical player, or if you're brain dead, you're nothing.
Yeah. And I mean, no diss to my boy Shroud. I mean, he's pretty much like that, right? He's all aim, no brain, right? Jinky will get a huge kill on the little as the downs do come in. Magic will go down. Lucky will take out Sensei, but Delta will go down as well. This could potentially be in a 3v3 right now, unless players do get picked up. And it's looking like Bulldoze will come to Delta's aid. White window will be open right then. Copa will go down. Well, we'll get a kill, sorry, onto Delta as Delta tries to run away. It's now in a 3v4. Magic is picked up. That's huge. 4 TM. This is definitely what they needed. Now, Jess could still bounce back up, especially having two people who have very good guns, especially Bulldozer with that Alder. Can definitely put in a lot of work.
You still got a C4 play as well.
Yeah, that's also another thing. Since with this vertical play now being played by Buck, this could be a huge nitro cell going up. Alder comes in and Bulldozer takes out Magic, not even in a 3v3. 35 seconds left on the clock.
That should be defenders' favour.
The drone's coming in though, trying to look for Genesis. Tats will get a huge kill onto Lucky though, meaning that Genesis now are 2 versus 3.
Still go for
And the down
C4.
comes in right there on the Golly Wolf, but Copa goes down to Bulldozer. 1v2 right now, the plant has to go down. Jinky's going for that plant as well, and the defender will know. Bulldozer decides to push up into the main hallway. Couple shots in right there from to Zofia. Zofia goes down, the plant will go Ceci down as well. Bulldozer takes out Jinky, and you have to be careful because Zofia can stand back up, but he takes him out! And that will mean he can defuse the diffuser. And Genesis now will tie the score 2-2.
Brilliant on Bulldozer. He bulldozed his way onto site, as his name suggests.
Defenders win.
Now, I want to say this really, really quickly, because someone in the chat just said, my guy just said Shroud doesn't have a brain. Like, mate, what are you saying, you waffler? What I'm saying is if you watch any of Shroud's videos, he spawn peeks every single round, right? He jumps out and he outguns people, right? Now, yes, that works, and yes, I'm not saying he's brain dead or anything like that, but what I'm stating is, if he had the knowledge of, say, Pengu, I mean, I don't think the game could handle what he could bring.
No.
Right? Like, if he had Pengu's brain and Shroud's aim, you would have like literally a monster that would tear up scenes.
As I'll point out, I'll defend you here. If you looked at Bolo before he made it into the big league, he was the same. He had the best mechanical skills most people had ever seen. Now, if they accused him of hacking, he just didn't have the brains. But once he joined TSM, he changed into one phenomenal player. Because he had the brains, he understood the maps, and he had the best aim possible. That sums him. That's why I quite like Canadian. He might not be the best mechanical player, but he has the brain to back up what he does. Same with Pojo Man. Same with Chief. A Chief does it? TSM Buck, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's the same with Joystick. You see, if you watch how Joystick plays and if you break it down, he understands what he's doing, he has good skill, he can cope for himself. But we'll refer back to when Delta played with Smoke. He didn't understand the Smoke. He wasn't like your Joystick or your Bolo, who you could just leave and pray to get the kill. You needed someone to back him up from the refrag. That's the point we're trying to express here. We're not trying to diss the pros. So that hopefully that is cleared off. Yeah,
appreciate that. Now Genesis just tied the score up 2-2 with the leads coming out from TM. Now that's huge for Genesis, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, could we see Genesis potentially win this map after that?
Hopefully. I'm actually enjoying this. I want to see us go to a third map.
I could quite literally see this going to a third map. I think that's something that's definitely plausible that's going to happen in this set. I mean, we see a full kitchen push coming out once again, trying to push through bakeries, trying to get control of red stairs, and see what you can do from there.
What I would suggest, potentially for the offense, maybe bring a Maverick. But I wasn't here to see the bans. Was Maverick banned?
I don't think so.
Maybe bring the Maverick and...
Because Monty was banned, I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
Mirror was banned.
Yeah. And...
I want to say Thatcher was banned as well, because I haven't seen a Thatcher at all. Godly takes out Magic! Using that K1A on Vigil. A nice kill right there. Genesis. I mean, what can I say? They're doing absolutely amazing after they were just looked very rocky against TM.
Yeah. Genesis have turned us around. Fair play to them. People are writing them off as a team.
Oh no, my thermite was banned. Yeah, my apologies.
Yeah.
The bandit trick will come in, but a little bit of the wall will get left open.
Yeah, like that's good adaptation. They brought a bandit. They brought a vigil. Like
Delta will get taken out by Tats. Not even a 4v4. That's huge, evening it up. Now Goldie is still on this top floor though, and might be proved to be an issue later on. I feel like players actually going up to try and force him out.
It's quite good.
Copa gets a huge kill on to Goldie Wolf, but Sensei also goes down every single time TM answers. Genesis are there to answer back. Tats takes out Lucky, and Bulldozer takes out Cooper. Bulldozer now in a 1v2 as Tats takes out Little Blue. Hibana pushes up and Jinky takes out Bulldozer. And the score will be now 3-2 in favour of TM.
I was unlucky. I thought Genesis had that.
Yeah, definitely, especially getting that early kill coming out from Goldie with that K1A. Absolutely huge. Here are our bands: Monty, Thermite, Mirror, and Pulse.
Okay.
If you want to write that down somewhere.
I'll remember it. I'll remember it.
You'll remember it. Big brain.
Yeah, big brain. Nah, it was nice to see they actually adapted. They seen where they played the smoke didn't work. They put them in the conventional smoke spot. You brought the bandit to do the bandit trick. It worked. They brought the vigil to play a nice angle onto connector. It worked. This is good. I didn't expect to see this much adaptation from a team who most people wrote off from actually doing compete.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we see round number 6 coming in right now. Genesis are going to be looking to make this 3-3 by the switchers come in, so that when they go on attack.
Yeah. Let's just remember this one little fact. Genesis won 1 defensive clubhouse. They've won 2. They managed to win 4 attacks. Could this be the same? They get us to 3-3. They look strong on attacks. I could see this going.
Yeah, but I mean, you've got to remember that this is a map that TM did select, so the strategies might be very, very strong from TM.
That could be.
3 minutes on the clock. TM on the attack, hopefully getting it to 2-4 on the switch, and Genesis hoping to make it 3-3 before the switch happens. This could go in anyone's favour right now, and I mean, it's looking like they're opting to push Cigar this time. They finally listened. Don't keep repelling on white windows. Very, very good.
Well, what we say, it just sounds like they're listening.
Yeah, well, it's a little bit strange, isn't it?
Yeah, very strange. The ops have suggested some teams are actually using ops in the same site. Oh dear.
It's just channeling our brain energy to them, letting them know this is the only chance they have at winning is if they listen to us.
Yeah.
Lucky with a huge kill on the Tats right there, and Sensei will get a huge refrag onto Lucky. Not even in a 4v4. That's your Zofia entry fragger gone, well one of them, and Lucky, your Roma gone.
That's your top fragger gone.
Yeah, and your top fragger as well.
I would class that as a win for Genesis here.
Little Blue takes out Magic, but not unscathed. He will be left on 1 HP.
Again. Could be left on 1 HP, but he's got rid of the block. It's a big kill.
Yep. He's stuck in freezer right now though, so he's going to be looking to try and get out. I don't know how successful that's going to be there.
The ump out gun and box gun. Impressive.
Yeah, I know you're a big fan of that UMP, aren't you?
Yeah, UMP, best gun in the game. I don't care what anyone says.
UMP worst gun in the game. If you believe otherwise, I think you should mass extinct. But there we go.
Ump is a pew-pewing machine.
No. It quite literally has one of the worst fire rates in the game. I believe even Frost's gun is quicker.
I believe Caveira's gun's probably faster as well.
Oh no.
Has been dropped.
You don't need the UMP.
A nice kill right there on far onto little blue from Cooper, and Golly Wolf will take out Jinx. And now the Golly Wolf going down as he gets flashed out. It's now in a 2v2, but Delta takes a Sensei, now leaving in a 1v3. Goldy Wolf is down though, so they can unsecure that, and Bulldoze will actually go down as well. That's absolutely huge. 1v1 potentially now. 1v1 situation. Diffuser is in hands of Delta though. The ping will come up though where Delta is. Couple of shots there. Onto the dead body. Will it be enough? 7 seconds left on the clock. Something has to be done. And no! Trying to get through the rotate! Copper, sorry. I know it is Copper. I do apologize. I'm supposed his name right. Will get taken out by Delta. Genesis now brought it free. On the switch. Now the switch will come in, which we all know. Attack will go on defense, defense will go on attack, which means Genesis now go on attack and defense for TM. Here's the scoreboard so far. We have a pretty even scoreboard coming out from Genesis. We have Bulldozer and Gorley top fragging and Delta and Bulldozer top fragging, followed closely behind by Golly Wolf, and then Little Blue and Lucky both on 3 kills. Now we have our top fragger from TM, which will be Tat, followed by Cooper, then Sensei, then Jinky, and then Magic.
I just want to give some credits to Sensei. He went 2-8 on club, now he's doing bits on Cafe. Maybe it's just a personal preferred map.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused.
Yeah, more than likely that's probably what it is. And I mean, this is a map that, you know what I mean, I would consider this map a little bit easier to play. Clubhouse is very strat orientated, you know what I mean? Like Cafe is a lot more fraggy, you get what I mean?
Yeah, there we go.
There's a lot of opportunities for kills. Echo, finally!
That is good, we've listened, I'm not moaning anymore. I'm a happy chap.
But is it enough?
Pardon?
But is it enough?
5 seconds
You've got
left.
Smoke, you've got the Jaeger, you've got Castle, you've got... Only thing I would change would be maybe Maestro.
Well, guess what, Tat's already prepared for the nerfs. He's using barbed wire.
I know, I was gonna point that out. Barbed wire instead of deployable, but hey ho.
Okay, so someone just let me know in chat. The reason why Sensei might actually be fragging more is because he was Monty on Clubhouse. Now he's on Ash.
Yeah.
So
No, like I know he was on Monty, but on the defense he was playing Alibi and he didn't. He was, I think he went 0-4 in the split or something. So he was, yeah, something like that in the split. That's what I was pointing out. He might be fragging out now, but he did have Alibi as well. He had a good gun.
round number 7 now. 3-3 on the scoreboard. Obviously the change came in. Minute gone on the clock right there. Just drones trying to drone in, see if they can get any intel, see if they get nice early kills, but nothing will actually come in from either team.
Do you know, I'm actually surprised no one's actually had the balls to play Capitalia.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised with that as well. Capita's actually really strong, and I don't think a lot of people give credit for Capita. He's mega strong, especially with that whole advantage of like being able to drop and cut off rotations using the pyro bolts, etc. So
yeah.
And then the fact he has 2 smokes, and then he can also bring 2 flashes. I mean,
yeah,
3 flashes. Sorry. I mean, you could burn ADSs, burn Wamais, and then still do stuff. Godly Wolf will take out Cooper right there, and that will now leave him in a 5v4. Nice early by Genesis, but no, Godly Wolf will get taken out by... Actually, Godly Wolf takes out Magic. I thought Magic was going to take out Godly Wolf there, but no. Wow. Okay, 2 players down from TM right there.
I do want to point out, Smoke's
Godly Wolf takes out another one, that's Tats. That's triple kill for this round, but Bulldozer takes out Sensei. Couple shots right there, and Sensei will go down. Jinky now having to push up, but no, it's not enough. And yeah, it's now 3-4 to TM. No, to Gen, sorry. What am I about?
I do want to be quite analytical here. If you're playing Smoke, please bring a shield. You don't need bobbed.
I mean, they missed out on 2 shields. They brought Smoke barbed, and they brought Echo barbed.
It's like they love Bob. Shields nowadays, compared to what they used to be, are so much powerful. Especially if a slants have got in. You can actually stay behind and know where someone's pushing.
Yeah, now what's interesting from my sort of point of view is the fact that where's Wamai?
Someone's brought Goyo! No!
We can play not enough shields. No!
Conch, I'm in disbelief. I was about to jump out and run around the street naked. Yes! Goyo!
Defenders, protect your bombs.
Yo, you need to chill, you need to chill, okay?
They've actually brought shields!
True, but
That expensive castle was I'm not happy of.
Discover the location of a bomb.
Kuba's finally realised that, nah, fuck Castle fam, that man doesn't deserve a life. Now what's interesting is that we are seeing
Oh, there's 3 shields in
the Goyo,
Smoke's brought shields.
but we don't actually have a Wamai.
No,
5
that's
seconds left.
weird.
Now we do have Jaeger at least, so we can do work, but Wamai would be nice.
Attackers have
But
recovered
especially if you're gonna, if I think I know if I'm gonna predict the shield placements, if you're gonna put one in Cigar Shaw, you need a Ramai, because just plaster the lounge of Ramai, is that stops the Goyo being exploded, and whoever's playing behind it doesn't die. But that, and I would also put a Goyo shield on top of right stairs to stop the people breaking the window and having line of sight if someone is playing behind lounge. It protects them. And it also makes it harder for them to push up the right stairs into the right corridor.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we see this nice little bullet hole come out from Jinky right there. That's gonna be
What I
huge.
like
Decides
is
to push around.
Valkyrie's below and everyone's repelling up. His tat's gonna run out.
I would more see maybe a Nitro from underneath on default. I think that's potentially what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, it could be. Here's Goyo shield destroyed. Why destroyed?
Sensei gets taken out by the quick peek of Delta. Wow, man, it was so quick you couldn't even see him. Absolutely huge. Not even in a 4v5.
I've not caught up with that kill on my stream yet, unfortunately.
Dropping down into red right now. Hebana pushing up to Cigar. The Goyo shield's getting cast out. Lucky will get a huge kill. Golly will get a huge kill on the Tats. Not even a 2v5. It's absolutely huge for Genesis. They're absolutely popping off right now.
Told you, Genesis are class in attack. We can't defend, but we can attack.
Lucky will take out Cooper, and now it's a 1v5 situation for Jinky. Decides to pull out that shotgun. The team kill will come out, and Bulldozer will fall. Little Blue will go for the plant. Sledge will go down, and the kill will come out from Jinky. They now know he's in freeze zone. He has to rotate out. He'll rotate into Cigar. Looking for the kill. A couple of shots there. Onto Godly, but gets taken out by the pistol of Godly. And Genesis now are 4-3.
5-3.
Is it 5-3?
Yes.
Yo, don't diss me, fam. I got my it's cause Okay, guys, so Bloodbath has just left.
Cunts, you wanna go pro. Gotta get the scores right.
Listen, fam, I scribbled out like 12 times, okay?
I've just stored it all in my brain.
Yeah, well, man's not very good, okay? Man's got
Here we go, Ramai, for listening. Cunts.
Wamai, the beautiful man himself. And we also have Mozzie. Where's Mute?
Oh, where's Bandit? You've just gave him kitchen wall unless you play with Ramai and bakery. I don't know.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Genesis actually take this right now.
If Genesis take us, I have fair play because I did not expect that.
Well, let's just hope, yeah, this doesn't happen again yet. If this actually happens, I'm actually gonna be like disgusted, right? Because on Clubhouse we did actually see Genesis bring it 5-3, and then TM took off with it.
Yeah.
So I hope it's not a repeat, and I hope the score 5-3 for Genesis isn't like 666 to a lot of people, right? The curse number for them, you know? They have reinforced bottom of white garage.
It'll be interesting. If Genesis take S attack, this is goodbye. I'd say the team.
Oh well, yeah, they're match point right now. So, if Genesis win this next round, it's gonna be mad.
Yeah.
Drone's coming out right now, clearing out this top floor, ensuring that nobody is playing up there. And they now know this, but they've just spent a minute cleaning out that top floor.
I don't get why teams actually do that. They spend half their time clearing out top floor and the sides down bottom.
I mean, it is smart though, because if someone was up there, they could go on from a late flank or anything.
I do. Just hear me out here. I would personally buy Nomad. Just don't care about up top. Put the Nomad on the stairs, then just watch the jump off the balcony. So if you got Nomad on the gridlock, yeah, but just push it. They aren't going to do anything. Instead of wasting a minute, you've wasted 20 seconds potentially.
Minute 20 left on the clock right now, and it's still 5-5. Nothing's happened.
Cooper is in a strong position. I agree.
Oh yeah, definitely. In VIP, this could be huge. We'll get droned out on the other hand though, so the Sledge is gonna opt to... No, okay, look like he's gonna maybe push on pillar stairs, but no he doesn't. I mean, this just doesn't look good for Genesis. They will get a nice kill though on the Sensei 5 vs 4. Now, that kill was good, but Bulldozer will get taken out by Jinky as an answer back and leave it now 4-4. Now, it's 20 seconds left on the clock, right? And Genesis are going to do something. Delta gets taken out by Tats. And it's like Goalie Wolf Monarchy maybe potentially go down right now to Jinky as Jinky decides to peek him on bottom of white, VIP corridor. Cooper gets a kill on the Lucky, and the burning comes in, but Cooper will go down. 4 seconds left on the clock, and Jinky will go down as well. Little Blue will go down as Goalie Wolf, all left on his own, but it's not enough. TM win and bring the score 4-5.
I just don't think Genesis want to win. If they keep losing 5-3, if they keep losing with 5-3 advantage.
Well, I'm just gonna say this right now, right? If this gets turned around, right, and Genesis actually just lose this now, and it gets won by TM, I'm calling it now. That 5-3 is a curse for Genesis.
Same.
I mean, that's just... I mean, they're not out yet, right? It was one round, okay? One round. Yeah. They have plenty more to play, and I'm sure Genesis will show us that 5-3 isn't a curse, right?
Genesis, I pray to you, if you're going to win, make it fast, because man is looking forward to see Consulate be played.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
I am looking forward to see Consulate. I want a Genesis win.
I'm just saying, right? I usually don't have the music playing because I usually turn it off on mine, and the music's kept on this one, and the music's actually sick when you're playing.
Well, hopefully Genesis live up to the attacker, and yeah, hopefully I do hope they will take this. And I hope they win it. They will get an interesting best of 3.
Attackers drop the diffuser.
Because a 2-0 scoreline's boring. You want a wee bit of action.
Yeah, but I mean,
it's not good for our voices, like, but it's interesting.
I mean, I'll go the full way if I have to. I'll cast the next 5 hours.
Same, I'll cast into the night as long as I get a little tea break.
I'm built different, see, from everyone else. I talk too much as it is, so it's just in my blood beyond this point. The nitrous off from underneath will actually be removed from Lucky. That could have been a lucky find.
Oh dear.
I mean,
That's as bad as my magic joke.
Sensei takes out Delta, leaving down a 4-5. A nice early kill coming from Sensei. And is the curse actually real? 5-3 Genesis is gonna be real right now. I mean, it was one player, right? And it's your Jackal. Bulldoze answers back with a kill on the Tats right there. And I swear this is what happened last time, right? Yeah. Goldie Wolf decides to push down now into red stairs, looking for another kill. Goldie Wolf gets shot from underneath.
Oh dear.
He needs to be careful right now. If you lose your hard breach, this could be absolutely disheartening. I mean, the hatch is already open for him though, so doesn't need to use any utility for that. Magic gets a huge down right there onto Lucky, and it's now a 3v4. Bulldozer the answers back and gets a kill on the Cooper this round, and I'll be double kill from this round. Now,
I swear Bulldozer's the man who's just doing best.
He's good at like making the score even, right? Like, I mean, I think we've seen that quite a lot. Sensei now trapped up with this upstairs bit right now, and he drops down into laundry, and he's just gonna get the hell out of there. That was probably his best choice. Now it is 3-3 still.
2.5 I'd say, because Godly's 20 HP, I'd say.
Yeah, round about there. Now, what's interesting is what's about to happen in a sense. I mean, you've got 40 seconds left on the clock, and you have your hard breaches still, but you only can open it one little bit of a hole, right? There's nothing you can vault through. So it comes down to now you've got to kind of push a doorway.
As I would say, instead of the thatch, really like habitat plants. Yeah. Smoke off the site plant.
Yeah, I mean that could work really, really well. But I think the reason why they bought Thatcher is because of the fact and the capabilities of Jinky gets a huge nitro cell out of the Goalie Wolf, and the run out. Looks like little Blue will take out Sensei Jinky with a huge shotgun, and Jinky gets a double kill. And that will make the score now 5-5.
Genesis.
Is this actually a curse for Genesis? The 5-3 curse?
Let us know in the comments. Is Genesis cursed, or is it just adaptation coming out from TM here?
I mean, I understand why they're bringing Thatcher over Capitao, right? I think what you gotta remember is Capitao is going to do a lot more, but if they were to bring something like for instance now Magic, I mean he's gonna 6-pick, but if he was on that Legion, you know what I mean? You just want to be able to clear out those Legion devices, right? Yeah. Very, very easy. Also, you want to clean out stuff like ADS really, really easy as well.
Interesting to see L. It'd be interesting to see if it brings a shield, a shotgun, and holds the shop or launch. Because we know someone go by the name Llama_Animal has a very good Ella shotgun player who is really well behind the shield.
Well, he's Magic's brought the shotgun and the shield, so.
And the shield. Magic Llama, same person? Question mark?
Maybe.
Magic and Llama.
Seconds left before insertion.
Now, I don't really know what to say to Genesis right now, right? You're playing well, Genesis, but I don't know if everything's become sloppy again, or if TM are just really playing well, right? I wouldn't necessarily say that TM are better. I wouldn't even say that Genesis are playing bad. I think it just comes down to how the rounds are sort of being played out and who's dying first.
It's coming down to the. I honestly am saying this. It's coming down to the opening kill. Whatever team has been getting opening kill has gone on to win most rounds.
Yeah, I think it's definitely dependent on who the opening kill is, right? Because, you know what I mean, if like someone like your IQ gets removed, yes, there's a lot of intel, but it's not much, right? But if it's someone like Godly, your hard breach, right? That's gonna completely shut down your push.
That's the same if you get rid of smoke in the first bit. What isn't going to happen because of where he's played. That could be big. I don't know. Hopefully...
Lucky with a huge nade right there onto Magic. And I'll leave it now in a 5v4 in favour of Jen. With a minute and 40 left on the clock.
That's a big kill, because that gets rid of Ella's shotgun.
Yeah, Sensei though takes out Delta, and that will be your IQ gone. 4v4 situation. Minute 30 left on the clock. Sensei's been absolutely tearing things up there. He is the definition of a Sensei. Little Blue takes out Tats though, using that L8, getting a huge headshot right there by pressurizing the person down below. And Genesis are set up very, very well here. Minute and 10 left on the clock.
What I do like is the play behind the guy with shield right now.
That's Sensei right now.
Yeah, this could be massive. Get the Sophia up and just Sophia. Because
Yeah,
there's no reply.
I think that's what's about to happen right now. But Sophia decides to rotate. Actually, decides to concuss and almost lose her life. Actually, the shield will actually be gone now, which is good. I mean, Sensei now is going to be stuck in here. Jinky takes a Godly, but Sensei goes down to Bulldozer. And Genesis just don't like they have that one up all the time right now, as the score is now 3 versus 2.
As we said, Bikini Body says nothing's wrong with Ella. Well, we won't even go there.
No, we won't talk about the human crab. Not yet.
Human crab thinks he's pro body school.
Little Blue will take out Cooper, and it's now in a 1v3, and Jinky will get taken out by Lucky. And that'll be Genesis now, making it 5-6. Match point for them.
That's annoyed me. On my the blue team, it's 6-5, not 5-6. I'm
What?
sorry. I'm OCD because in the scoreboard it's 6-5 and you've said 5-6.
Yeah, because I'm saying as I got it written down.
Yeah, I know. It's OCD. OCD, conch.
Well, OCD is one of those things that, like, it's OCD, fam. Get over it.
I know, but still.
It's 5-6, yeah, as I've written it down here, okay?
No, it's 6-5.
5-6. Because that's why I got written down.
Because if the blue team's on 5, that puts your orange team on 6. Because you count up, not... So you'd be counting
I
down.
count it as I've written it down. TM are first because they attack first, and Genesis are defending.
Oh, no. Oh, I don't even want to check a comment section, they're probably slagging me.
Nah, they're more just talking to Janesy. Welcome, Janesy, by the way. The man, the myth, the legend. Coming to check on this close game.
Who is he?
Man,
Whoa, that's
you
actually...
you didn't just say who's James.
10 seconds
James.
remaining.
You don't know who James is.
Yeah, I know who James is.
5 seconds left. before
You're about to, like, absolutely scare me. Conch, you're wrong. I'm wrong.
are heading out
There we
to
go.
the
Apparently I'm wrong. It's 5-6. I've written it down, so I'm going to call it 5-6,
Yes.
okay?
Thank you, commenting. People are commenting. I know I'm right. I'm always right.
50 viewers, though. Welcome, everybody, to this close game. 6-5 in favour of Genesis right now.
Yes!
This could be potential match point. And this is match point right now for Genesis, and this could be potentially the win for Genesis if they take this round.
Yeah, well, this is, I will be taking a little momentarily break after.
You get 5 minutes.
That's fine.
Magic with a huge kill on the Little Blue right there. And that's a nice kill. A nice early one at that as well. And that's your Thatcher gone. Which means goodbye gadgets are no more because you've lost Little Blue, the Thatcher.
Like, where he's playing at such a good angle, but outplayed by Magic. Magic's living up to his name.
The Magic Man himself pulling out the cards, shuffling them about and getting kills, apparently.
Yep. Because from that angle, you should be punishing where he's peeking, because you've got the advantage as an attacker.
Four versus 5 in TM's favour. They want to get this so they can bring it to overtime. Is this second map? This is second map indeed. First map went 7-5 in favour of TM.
Yeah.
Reloading.
Now, a minute 10 left on the clock. Genesis have still got plenty of time to work with. With that player down, they're going to need to look for that kill.
My heart is here for Genesis. They've proved themselves to be...
Magic takes out Lucky as a double kill from this round. That is your sledge gone. How unfortunate the call didn't come in that he was playing in Bakery and Magic takes out Lucky. How unlucky.
This could be it.
Gorley Wolf about to go down right there. And Cooper gets a huge kill on a bulldozer, but Delta takes out Magic. It's now a 2v4 situation. Delta and Gorley Wolf versus Sensei, Jinky, Cooper, and Tats.
That's just like Genesis.
Delta will go down. It's all to Gorley Wolf now in a 1v4. 10 seconds up on the clock in that 1v4, and it's looking like it's going to go in favour of TM right now. Gorley looking like he might potentially just be saving the KD, seeing if he can pick up any kills if he possibly can. And he'll actually go down right there. And yeah, the score will become now 6-6, and we go into overtime.
Who's attacking again?
It will be attack 4, I want to say, yeah, Genesis.
Genesis, okay. Okay, this. Because this could favour them. If you can win... Because if you look decently solid on defence here compared to Club, and their attacks have been pretty decent, I would say, as well.
Yeah, I mean, and this is obviously not as bad as I was thinking, right, with a 5-3 curse, right, as we went and stated before, but, I mean, Genesis, they got to have felt that, right? They must have felt like, yes, we're on match point, let's take this home, and then, boom. TM come out with an amazing round, and bring the score back up to a tie of 6-6.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused.
Yeah, I do get you. Because that's been 2 games in a row, Genesis has been 5-3 up, and they've just lost 3 rounds for 1 round. It's just... I personally think it's down to mentality. If they just can't overcome the mental barrier of, yeah, we're in a strong position, let's just go and get 1 more round. I think they panic too much in this situation, because as you watched, they're panicking too much. They're playing sloppy compared to how they did. They get to the advantage they do deserve. They do deserve to win a map. But I think it's down to not mechanical skills, not the way they're playing. I think it's just down to mentality. Because I can say from playing when it comes to match points, I sweat a lot, I get really anxious, I panic, I do things I wouldn't normally do.
The stress is going to be on Genesis a lot more, right? If they lose this, TM are going to take the full set, so...
Yeah. But, props to Genesis for making us very entertaining. From my predictions, I do not think they're going to finish 7th. I'm thinking 4th, 5th. If they can keep this playstyle up against TM. And against anyone else in the league. Genesis are dark horses in my view.
Action really coming in right now, a couple of shots here and there. Magic just got hit on the head by a nade. But didn't die unfortunately because it wasn't cut long enough. We've seen Magic countless times and times again playing in Bakery with us behind this desk, and they understand that last time this was a problem for them, so Genesis was opted to try and remove him.
Yeah. Hopefully the luck is on Genesis' side.
Well, the fact matters, right, is yes, you may have removed Magic, but there's a lot of investment going into Magic right now. There's nades have been used, there's been concussions have been used. So either way, you have used a lot of your utility. Lucky we're getting a huge kill on the Jinky, but Sensei's back in the kill on the Delta. No! Bulldozer takes out Magic as Magic whiffs a couple of shots onto him. This could still be an Emma's favour, but no! Sensei gets taken away Lucky. Not even a 4v2 situation. It's looking like this might go in favour of Genesis right now. As it's 2 versus 4. I mean, Bulldozer is extremely low, and half HP for Lucky, so...
Before ever it says unbiased, I just like an underdog story, so that's why I'm rooting for Genesis right now.
Shots coming in right now, and Gorley almost goes down right there. Sophia will take out Cooper, that'll be Bulldozer, the plank coming down from Gorley Wolf. And Tats has to come back down.
Tats has C4.
And potentially kill.
He has C4. Still.
Yeah, he does indeed. It's not going to be enough. Couple shots through the wall where they seem even get a connection. And something like Sledge, Lucky is going to start setting up, but no, he decides to back away. I mean, yep, Godly will take out Tats, and that will be 7-6 for Genesis.
What I'm not going to understand, what I want to point out here is, see, Tats is a roamer as such, and his anchors have fallen. Why is he still upstairs when the attack has control of sight? You want your roamer to come back down and make up for the anchor you've lost, as such.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Someone just asked us, what do casters think about Revive?
What I think of Revive, if my memory serves correct, Revive won 7-3 against 7-3 and 7-0 against Misalignment and Sun League, so that Misalignment are a good team, no doubt about it. But that's how Revive have actually went through playing against TM. Revive, fair play. I do see them challenging for top 2. Hopefully that answers your question here.
Yeah, my personal opinion on Genesis is how it's always stood. I think they have a lot of good players on it with very good capabilities, and definitely will be in the higher parts, you know what I mean? And I think they do definitely have a chance of taking cake in a sense.
What I will say, if Genesis are going to get to where I predict 4th and 5th, they're going to have to kind of overcome the mental barrier of the 5-3 to make it the 6-3 to guarantee themselves potential. And they'll have to invest a lot of time in developing the defense quite well as well. Their attack, you can't fault them. I can't sit here and fault them for the attack. Near can conch. I don't think anyone can fault them for their attack. They put up one hell of a fight. But maybe if you kneel down, the defense a wee bit stronger. I could
Spawn Bee coming out from Lucky right now. Taps will almost go. We'll take a little bit of damage. Won't go down though. Thank God.
That's the sort of luck. As I say, Genesis don't really have much to lose as such. TM are the team who have the pressure on their shoulders. You can leave that a wee bit risky.
Definitely. I mean, right now it's Genesis are going to be looking to take this, right?
Yeah.
If they take this, we're going to have to go to a 3rd map, so it's going to be absolutely crazy.
That will be crazy.
Magic takes out Lucky though, and that'll make it a 4v5. A nice kill coming out from TM. Sorry, that kill's gonna sound very, very great. I was gonna say MT for some reason.
Oh. Oh, you're gonna say MBD for a second.
No, not that state. It's not quite yet.
But again, it's only a year ago you've lost. He's obviously put his EDSs down, so it's not a big kill.
Yeah, but you have got someone like Lucky, who is doing really, really well. Top fragging is doing really good. So Delta though will take out Tats, and that's your entry fragger gone from TM.
Exactly, that's evens it out. and Jen's on defense. So my money's on them. My money is on them to do it.
You just really want to go to a third map, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Magic will take out Godly Wolf as a double kill from this round, not even in a 3v4. Genesis, man, this is getting very, very tight.
Yeah. It's like whatever you can. Genesis is good.
Oh my god, Delta with a huge pixel onto Jinky, taking him out from the skylight. Wow, what a play, and I'll be the diffuser going down. Please,
brilliant.
Jinky, don't get another kill. Jinky with another kill onto Cooper. Oh my god, a 2v3. What are these pixels? What are these pixels from Jinky, fam? Holy! I mean Della. I meant Della. I'm sorry. Listen, I'm completely losing my mind right now. Oh my god, the wallbang though from Sensei on the little blue. What the hell is going on? It's 2v2.
Come on, it's 2v2.
Bulldozer takes out Magic. It's now Sensei in a 1v2. 13 seconds on the clock. He doesn't have a defuse. He's going back up there for it, but he's only going to have pretty much 4 seconds to push the site. And it's looking like Genesis will actually take this map. Draws on the skylight, and will go down. And Genesis take the cake, 8-6.
Genesis, well played. Now, excuse me, I am going to take a quick comfort break.
Okay. Everybody, we're going to take a quick 5-minute break. We're going to wait for the teams to get ready, and then we'll get going once again. In this meantime, like I say to a lot of people, grab your snacks, grab your drink. We're moving on to the last map, which will be Concert. Just a quick review, once again, of what's happened so far. We saw on Clubhouse, we saw attack for Genesis. They brought her out to 5-3 against Team Misalignment. And then it went 5-7 in favor of Team Misalignment. Then we move over to Cafe, like just happened, and Genesis won that 6-8. So Concert will be on the next map. It's going to be interesting to see who actually wins the cake. But like I said, guys, we're going to take a quick 5-minute break, and then we'll continue going.
Hello again.
Hello. Okay, so we're just giving the teams a little bit of a break at the minute.
Yeah, they deserve it, because I needed one. Oh, that was fascinating. Let me just go transmit. Turn my charger off. So what do you think of it so far?
I mean, I don't want to say this because I feel a bit mean, but I seriously thought Misalignment was going to take that.
Yeah, from the predictions what Ford and all the community were given, you were expecting like a 7-2, 7-1 or something like that at TM, but Genesis, especially Lucky, Godly Wolf, Bulldozer, Delta, Little Blue, they're working really well as a team. You can't fault them for this. They're showing up. It's like Fnatic against G2 back in the day, where everyone thought G2 would win, but Fnatic came out. It's looking like a fairy tale ending here for Genesis, all being well.
Well, I am going to say this match, I know you just said about G2 and Fnatic, but this really does remind me of like what Penta, old Penta now being old G2, and EG were like back in the day, right? It would always be like neck and neck, but then G2 would always Penta would always step one step forward, right? They'd always go slightly ahead.
Yeah,
but
and
it was always that clash.
Yeah. As I wanted to point out, this is a very good quote for this game. Whatever you can do, we can do better. That's literally what it is coming down to. If Genesis take a gate round, it's going, we can do it. Then TM answer, we can do it. Then Genesis answer back, we can also do that. It's just like, yeah, it's just like passing cake around. The slices are even until you come down to the final bit and you argue about who wants the final slice. This is some weird analogy coming on, but yeah.
Man's talking about cake.
Yeah, down for some ranked after.
Me?
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, we've got people.
I need like 20 minutes, fam, and then I will.
Yeah, that's fine, man.
Man needs a breather, especially because we're going into our third map, fam.
Yeah, my voice is going.
My voice isn't dying. I could do another 2 maps, but
No, I can't, but I can
energy
feel like
levels are crashing, fam.
I can feel in the morning my voice is going to be sore.
Oh, you haven't done anything yet, boy. Trust me on that one.
Nah, we're working good, I'd say.
All I'm gonna say is tomorrow get yourself some lemon and honey, fam, because you're gonna need it.
Nah, it's chill. I'm drinking summer fruits Volvic right now. Works wonder.
Summer fruit or the Capri Sun.
Nah, Volvic.
Oh no. Capri Sun all the way, fam.
Do you know, I've not even checked the comments for this game yet.
It's not been. I mean, there's been a few talks, but there's not very much thing. It's more at the start of people going that my casting is a little bit too much. As you can probably tell, I've slowed it down a little bit.
All I'm gonna say is my stream chat is empty.
There we go, lads.
Sorry, but yeah, some things like that just happen. I mute you all so I don't get random pop-ups. Yeah, let's just go back to something I mentioned on earlier about Ella and Bikini. So, Punch here thought it'd be a good idea to expose Bikini.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it was exposed. I decided to say my opinions towards the crab man.
Yeah, then the crab man hit back and put Punch 6 foot under and made it.
No, he didn't, fam. He got a bunch of his 12-year-olds to attack me, fam. That's how
Exactly.
I just know if I ever do make it to the pro stage, there's going to be one very angry crab dressed up as Clash going to be staring at me very intensely. So,
It's fine, you've got me, I'm the human body shield.
okay, I got to make sure I got the defenses on. Thank
Yeah.
God they reminded me. And as soon as we get that on the go, we can start our next map. So it's defense first for TM, so it's orange. Then we have TM attack overtime, so it's orange attack first.
Yeah.
We're all good to go. Tune in, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to Consulate.
Overtime, match point. Game
Overtime.
point, even. Yeah,
It's
overtime.
it's not overtime match point, fam. It's just
No, overtime map points, should I say.
it's
Yeah. Yeah, I think so, yeah.
it's
No, yeah, I think people will understand.
it's. What are we doing, fam? Okay, it is the third map. Best out of 3. Okay,
Yeah.
it's simple as that. Oh shit! I gotta write down.
Why? Just use your big brain.
I haven't got a big brain. Thatcher coming out first.
I'm gonna say Thatcher, Maverick, Mirror, and...
I think Mirror will
Maestro.
stay. Oh,
No.
it didn't change.
Huh? Just bear in
I've-
mind, I'm a wee bit behind.
I'm stupid, dude.
Oh dear.
I put it so that orange attacks us, even though they're supposed to be different.
Conch, you're having a mayor.
Listen. If you know me, it's that I always fuck up this, okay?
Yeah, that's fine. It's just not like I've sent this link to Valley to watch, and he's watching right now.
No, you didn't. You're lying.
I've sent it into his Discord.
Oh, at least I don't have to do the whole controlling the camera, okay?
Yeah.
I apologize to everyone. We'll get this running as soon as we possibly can. Yeah. I wouldn't say it's technical difficulties, more that I'm stupid, but there we go.
Technical difficulties sound better. By the way, change the map to Consulate and not Club.
What did I do, boss?
You've kept the map as Club House, I think?
Nope, it's on consulate.
No, you've just changed it.
It's on consulate, fam.
You've just changed it. I've just
No,
sat
I
and
didn't.
watched you change
I just literally, you know what? You'll do my Sweden.
We've got 33 viewings for 400 comments. That's great. A weird combo.
This is more than I'd ever get, but we won't talk about that.
Yeah. It's good though. It's good. I'm enjoying it.
What's the Rios for? Didn't catch it. I put them on the wrong side. So it was supposed to be orange defending first, and I put it on attack. Because I'm not very good at this whole menu stuff, okay? Bear with. TM is supposed to be defense, and that's exactly what's happening right now, see? Team starting match as attackers, blue.
As blue. Yes.
And then first team on attack during overtime is orange, because they go on overtime first.
Yes.
I apologise, everyone, but we'll get this going as soon as everyone's in and I get the confirmation that we're good to go.
Unless it's just a wee error like that and no one's disconnected from Wi-Fi or anything like that, because that could really drain time. Just a simple error, what could get fixed?
A simple error, he says. Yikes. I can only just imagine the chat right now.
I don't understand why, because when I go and check my chat, there's no one commenting.
There's 400 people commenting about.
There's literally none. I'm literally in the chat room and there's no. All I can see is Cooper with TM on top. Was expecting 5 like Sun League from Jinky.
Ready. I need TM ready and then we're good to go. And let's go! It's all right this time. Concert for our third map. Cafe was won by TM. No, what am I about, dude? Clubhouse was won by TM. Cafe was won by Genesis. This is too long, fam.
Chill, fam. You've got us, or you've got me. We can carry each other.
We got this.
You make the errors setting it up. I make the stupid jokes and confusion. And
yeah, I'll just be bloodbath. It's okay. Cabana coming out for the first ban.
Wait, wasn't there? Yeah. So blue team will have to ban Thatcher. Seeing that they already banned Thatcher.
They're probably gonna go for patch ban anyway.
I hope so.
No, they ban Monty.
Wait, what? No. Logically.
It's okay.
Yeah, no, just let's forget about the rules. And my stream's froze. Nice ones, nice one.
Conch, who else is casting review? We got Cam Stevenson from 1-2 with us. He's my analyst.
I already feel I've already feel some slagging going on for me in the comments now.
No one has said anything, Ross. Don't you worry about that one. We see Valkyrie ban coming out and a Maestro ban coming out as well.
I did predict the Maestro and earlier, so at least I got one right.
Danger said thanks, fam. So maybe potentially expect a message from him, fam.
Oh dear.
Business proposition, maybe. I mean, Genesis is the most wealthiest man I know. I mean, Danger.
But he doesn't know any of my socials. He just knows my name's Cameron Stevenson.
Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Socials will be at the end. Want to a trash, says Pepper.
I agree.
We agree. Yep.
Yep.
Thank you.
I ain't made for competitive play, and I'm made for competitive analogy.
I ain't made for anything, fam.
I just sit in bed and make stats all. Welcome to my life.
You should join, what's that Twitter account? Where they do all the stats for the Pro League.
No idea.
Someone will know in the comments. What's that Twitter account, guys, that make all the weird stats for the Pro Leagues? It's like GG, right? I switched GG. It's like something GG.
I follow Drew.
Siege GG, yeah, Siege underscore GG. You should do stuff like they do, because they do all the stats now for the Pro League. Get into contact with them.
Yeah. I take away ideas and just do it myself. I just enjoy watching games back and seeing stuff.
Attacker's objective is to defuse.
Nah, make it a career, fam. That's what you gotta do. Shoot for the big stars. Yeah. TM on Consulate says someone. Maybe this might not be a TM map, so that could be a bit iffy for them. I mean, TM are probably not even coming to come to a third map, so.
No, I don't think TM expected this. But I don't think many people actually expected a third map coming out. Because most people expected a 2-0 in favour of TM. But Genesis have proved that they are. Yeah, I know Drew does stuff because I follow him on Twitter. Jans. Also
is that what Drew's doing nowadays?
Yeah,
wow.
Drew, because Drew's got a own Discord server full of.
Lucky gets a huge kill on the Tats right there. Nice early kill from Genesis. 50 seconds into the round.
Fanboy, no, I just came across him on Twitter. I'm Drew.
Who does it? Drew's a man, fam. I haven't spoke to Drew in quite a long time. Back in the day of Crown days, I remember those days.
I remember days of Collective and Drew was
yep.
Doing stats.
Collective back end as well. Oh god, that's a minute. Man is a straight up genius. Big brain play coming up from Drew.
Isn't this Jans? Isn't he like Pro League?
Jans is doing contenders teams at the minute. I believe he's.
Oh,
what do you do, James? I swear you're like an analyst, right? Like you're one of the, you're like he's like a coach for a lot of the big teams, like an analyst.
Yeah, he's with Okami or something.
Yeah, he's with Okami at the minute. Bulldozer, we're getting a huge kill on the Copa, and right now we're just talking over what's going on, and Genesis is just slaying. Nice kill right there coming out from Magic on a Gorley Wolf, but Della says no, it takes out Sensei. I mean, no. Actually, yeah, no, what am I on about? Della did take out Sensei. I'm losing my absolute will to live right now. I'm an analyst for Okami in ANZ.
Yeah, Australian.
Right, Mod Stacks is back to manage the scene. Oh no, we got Big Boy Stacks up in the scene as well. 40 seconds left on the clock right now. Magic and Jinky having to clutch this up for TM.
That's good on. That's what I'm going to state out again. Jen is also really good on attack. Whatever.
Oh, Bulldozer from above will take out Magic, and as the plant goes down for Little Blue, Jinky is on his cameras right now. Cannot see the plant even going down. And that'll be GG. Has to start to rotate from archives.
Position compromised.
1v4. He could clutch this up, but I don't see it being likely, especially with all this barbed wire. It gives teams alerts of where he's going to push from. Right now, Dallas deciding to push up and try and take out Jinky potentially. Pushing up right now, and no! Lucky takes out Jinky. And that'll be Genesis taking the first round, 1-0.
As I've stated, Genesis are very good on offense. It's like on Consulate, TM have the right strats, the right setup, but Genesis are just doing the better things right now. Because they're playing unorthodox and such, and yeah, it's working.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I mean, I don't exactly know how to put this, but that was pretty much a slay from Genesis.
This is a rare. This isn't a common bomb site at all.
Archives tell us now. I remember this when this site actually got introduced. A lot of people said this was gonna be meh. This is gonna be the one, right?
Yeah.
And then it just slowly fell out.
Here's a mirror coming out. This is good because mirror is quite good. Because if you can play a mirror in archives, looking on to where's that the
It's a kitchen.
cafeteria. Yeah. Then you potentially play one upstairs, and if you can watch a hatch from upstairs.
Usually you play one on the stairs. You just play one in A, looking onto the stairs, right?
Yeah.
And then one in archives, and then you rotate then to get into the hallway on the right hand side, and then one to get back into archives as well. That's the traditional mirrors.
You usually castle off the hallway door,
5 seconds left.
or into main lobby as well. From the strats I have seen being played, so it'll be interesting to see, because most teams actually, where the mirror, if that mirror is going to be played, looking into a bomb, you probably castle off that double door next to it. So, but Consulate isn't really a map I'm most familiar with because I never really play it. I'm not keen on it. But strategies wise, I do like.
Lucky takes out Tats nice and early right there. 3 seconds into the round as well. That's absolutely huge.
It's just like Genesis have found momentum.
Genesis is a completely different animal on attack, like you stated.
Yeah.
Nice kill right there. Onto Bulldozer from Sensei, hiding inside security room. Didn't decide to drone out or check it, and now will be a punish right there. Very good. But now Sensei's gonna get trapped in you, which could be bad for him.
Yeah.
Cooper will go down right there to Lucky. That'll be a double kill for Lucky this round. But Sensei with a huge flick through the wall onto Delta. Oh my god. That was absolutely huge.
Sensei should have been pushed by that.
3v3 brought down to a 3v2 as Little Blue takes out Sensei.
Device is going dark.
We see Pulse playing this mirror in archives, pushing back now. This nice angle through the servers as well is absolutely huge.
Yeah.
They could anchor this down and potentially win this for the defense, but I mean Genesis have the man number, they have that Thatcher, they have that hard destruction still, so
They
it's
also have a health advantage as well.
yeah. Now they're gonna go for some kind of plant, but no, Golly Wolf decides to deny it and takes out Magic, and Little Jen now will have to go for will go for a plant, but Godly says no, and that'll be Genesis going 2-0.
Yeah. Like, I understand the Pulse Below. Pulse Below is quite good, but as long as you have the right coordination with the mirror, because they were both playing the same angle as such in that room. No one was watching the flank. Pulse was on the scanner, Mirror was playing the mirror.
I think the big problem what happened there was it was so much that it was one the early pick, but what you gotta remember is like that pulse is needed, right? You need that pulse so that no one can get that floor, right? But the pulse was just walking around looking up and not paying attention to where anyone else was. He wasn't positioning himself very well.
What I would say, you could potentially have
Defenders,
brought
protect your bombs from being defused by
maybe
attackers.
Echo as well. But Pulse is needed, especially if you're doing there. I've seen most teams play it. It's either 3-2 split, 3 down below and 2 up top, or 3-1-1. You've got 3 people bottom, 1 middle, 1 very top, watching from the hatch down to a bomb. So yeah, I don't know. It's interesting because banning Maestro on the defense is massive because Maestro is very, very viable, especially if you're going to do the Archives Tellers.
5 seconds left.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see top 4 now being held, bringing the Echo as well.
Heading out to defuse a bomb.
No, I mean, they do have smoke. They do have Cooper on the smoke. I know it's Cooper. It's just I'm trying to pronounce his name. I do apologize. I have to keep reinstating that. Someone's going to call me out on it. I can already tell. But it's interesting to see him not holding yellow. Like usually you put the smoke on the yellow, and maybe that's what he's trying to set up right now. But I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting not to see MMI being played.
Yeah,
As
and
well.
Smoke isn't even playing on yellow. This is so weird. We actually see Magic playing on yellow, the Jaeger, which is not terrible, but you need those smokes if you get pushed. You can smoke gas down, and then, you know what I mean, you can sort of get out of danger, etc. So
where Cooper is playing, you could have Ramais. You could have a Ramai playing top of yellow instead of a Jaeger, because you'd rather want Jaeger to still be there, because he can protect himself with 2 ADSs. With Ramai, if you play him yellow constantly with the discs, he can protect himself more and more. And it's the same for where the shield's been played on the other bomb. You could put the ADSs there.
nothing's really happened right now. Minute 20 going on the clock. But Tats takes out Lucky. Could this be TM's time to strike? This is the first time they've had a nice early kill. Well, I say early kill, but you get what I mean, a kill that's been in their favour. And it's come in, but no! Godly, sorry, why did I call him Gold? Took out Sensei from that long desk, and he'll even find another one! Tats will fall, not even a 4v3. Bulldoze will get up a little bit as well, and when it looked like it was going to go in TM's favour, Godly absolutely pops off and takes out 2 people.
This is good. I don't get how TM have such, like, favourable advantages, but then...
Matches out Bulldozer though, makes it a 3v3. Godly will take out Jinky though, make it a 2v3. That's absolutely huge. Godly's absolutely popping off, getting 3 kills so far in this round.
Yeah,
Magic takes out Little Blue, not even a 2v2. The player playing very, very far behind long desk. Godly takes out Magic, not even a 1v2. Cooper has to do something here. Tries to throw those smokes, but it's not enough as he gets stuck from the back. And Godly aces!
Brilliant.
Holy hell! Godly with this huge ace!
We have seen an ace.
3-0 for Genesis. Wow. Godly,
Like
his name does not lie.
He is godly. That's what I mean. TM find themselves in such favourable positions. Then you've last game on Cafe you had Godly, you had Delta, or Bulldozer always finding the important clutches, the kills. It's just like Genesis feels so comfortable on attack, and TM just can't answer. The strats are there. They just aren't playing the ops correctly. The smoke should be top of yellow. We should be having Romai potentially to cover the smoke on yellow. You don't necessarily need a Doc, an Echo. You don't need 2 ACOGs running the same site.
Attackers need to locate and defuse.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
bombs if they can.
Now,
That's interesting.
James is bullying us, by the way.
Why, what's James saying?
James goes, Conch going wild with Cam.
Yeah.
And he goes Conch going wild and Cam with the straight. Brilliant.
I don't get hyped. I don't get hyped.
It's all about the hype. Did he got an ace? Godly Wolf.
I appreciate the skill. I appreciate the art what Godly showed.
10 seconds to insertion.
No, I think that's a play I can at least get hyped for, right? Like, let's be real, chat, yeah? I could shout at that point, right? Let me off there.
I know if I shout, my throat is gonna go. That's why I'm remaining calm, because I want to keep off all the talking. It's interesting to see where Sensei's gonna go with a Vigil, because Vigil is really good. It's a shame that not many people actually realise that, but Vigil is your answer to the 3-speed roam. what teams are lacking because Jaegers went to 2-2.
Definitely. I mean, I think Vigil definitely gets overlooked. He's definitely a really good operator. And Godly Wolf will get taken down. The ace, God himself, will get taken out by Tats. I mean, Godly
At the
did.
end of the day, it's a Thatcher. That's utility gone.
But we could have seen a double ace, dude. That would have been sick, would it not?
You could have. It's down to you could have. But
Vigil?
again, you've got 4 people on vault
Yo,
team.
Vigil buff? Yo. Tats gets a huge kill on the Lucky, and I'll even know in a 3v5, and it's looking like TM will actually be able to pull this around. We see Sensei with an epic gun right now.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah, it's fixed. Thanks God for that.
It's like it just came out of a 3D printer.
Tats gets a huge nitrous on the bulldozer. Could this be an ace for him? He's answering back to Godly. Jinky goes down to Delta.
Or could we see Delta? Could we see someone like Delta or Little Blue getting an ace? Never know.
That could happen. I mean, it would have to be Delta now to get an ace, as he did obviously just kill Jinky. The run out potentially coming out right now from Sensei, or maybe not. The window did get opened up though. Gas is coming in right now, making sure that the push doesn't come in. Minute left on the clock. You have plenty of time. Sensei takes out Delta. Ah, Sensei.
Oh, no ace.
1v4 situation now for Little Blue. Could he answer back? It's going to be very, very hard for him with only 50 seconds left on the clock. He has a defuse, he's swinging in right now into console office, but he gets taken out by Tats. That's a 4k for him.
That's good. See, this is better because first round in console, they didn't look like they understood how to play it. They've adapted and understood how to play it there. They've understood how GG are going to push. They've adapted, they've understood that, and TM have wrapped it up. Beautiful, with only losing one person. Because I don't know, I didn't really catch on. I think Smoke may have pushed to yellow to play, which is good. It's more common to see.
I mean, this league must be insane, right? I mean, we're seeing... It's Playday 1.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the second game of the season, right?
Yeah, that's just phenomenal.
And we're already seeing it go to a third map. And, I mean, we're seeing aces come out. I mean,
Yeah.
what? What is this game, dude? Like, genuine.
Yeah, like, I don't get the line. That could just be an accidental pick. Choice.
Actually, I think Lion will work out very, very good. I mean,
I do see it. I do see it working.
I think they potentially maybe have brought the Lions, maybe... I mean, I would have said to potentially remove Sensei, but then again, Sensei counters Lion, so...
Yeah.
What are you going to do in that front?
I would have preferred to see Jackal instead of Lion, because that's something more Sensei can't stop, in a sense, unless he crawls around.
But they might be going for a quick plant, though. Maybe that's what Genesis' plans are, right? Open up the wall, get the wall on the go, let's go in, let's start planning,
Yeah.
plan, blah, blah, blah. Bang, Lion comes up. What are you going to do? You going to come rushing us? Well, we're just going to dome you.
Exactly. But like, from a analogy point of view, what I would like to see is from focus on the main wall, then 3 people split and focus on
Since he gets a huge kill on the bulldozer right there, will take a lot of damage though. In front office, he's not going to have his sound available to him now, unfortunately due to Siege's system. But there we go.
It's interesting, this is one thing I picked up on. See when either of those teams attack, they like to push top floor. Then take control
It's
of
about
top floor.
clearing though, innit? It's about doing it layer by layer.
Yeah. But again, if you too slow, that layer by layer clearance really puts pressure on the front.
Yeah, I think it should be like, it's like a minute, depending on how many floors it is, if there's 3 floors, it should be a minute.
Yeah. Drone.
Already Dean and Lion comes through like an explosion. Goldie Wolf takes out Copa, now leaving enough 4v4. The planet could be potentially going down right now. The E1, the EE, I don't even know what it's called. The ED, is that what it's called? I don't even know. But Little Blue will go for the plant, but he has to be careful as he's getting shot from above. And he's looking for that plant potentially, but he knows there could be potentially a drop into kitchen as well. Since he gets a huge kill on the Lucky, now leaving a 3v4 situation. The plant will be coming down from Little Blue right now, and it's looking like Echo could potentially be looking to just deny it, but no. Goldie Wolf takes out the yokai. Delta goes down right now from a drop from that bathroom, and Little Blue decides somehow gets to run out, and it's fine. Right now, turn around. Little Blue takes out Jinky, and he's now getting pressure right now, and now be Goldie Wolf going down. The defuse potentially coming out from Tats as Little Blue gets pressured. Tats has a push. I mean, not Tats, Little Blue has a push, but Tats will get the defuse off as Sensei takes out Little Blue.
Defender mission successful.
Unfortunate. This is something what I have seen quite often on Consulate though, from watching and studying it. See when you get the push plant down, it's all look, the attack just. See, like if you opened up the right side of that wall as well on main garage, that could be better. Now you've planted behind a van where someone can go and not be killed. You're not getting an angle from there. If you're going to do that, you need a buck, or if a sledge to still be alive, go vertical to watch that right van. You need to open up both sides, leave the middle of garage alone. Open up both sides, just stop that, because by what they've done there, you've just allowed that defuse to come down quite simple. Or if you had vertical play, if you had both walls opened, it could have been an easier run out, because you're forcing yourself to go in and out of one entrance where you can get pinched and killed from, where you've seen quite evident they are happening. It's just little tiny mistakes from that round which you could take back, look upon and fix. It's not massive, it's just we're the breach, trying to keep utility alive. But that was good. That was better defense hold.
Now, I'm loving Jinky right now. The Madman has brought Clash. Yes. Now, I would say Clash is amazing for this site, right? As long as they don't get in vertical control. Clash goes. No, you're not coming inside. James did just mention though that there is actually no plant denial. Really, you've only got Clash to essentially slow down the plant, but is that enough? If you had maybe something like a smoke, it would be better, right? Because you can zap the person who's inside the smoke, slow them down. Where are they going to go?
As I want to state out to James here, see if TM go for a 3-man hold above and 2 below. Yes, they're all missing smoke, but they can still walk with it, in a sense.
Yeah, but usually what you would want to do on this site, right, is put the smoke on the top floor, right?
No, I'd have to disagree with you there. I'd keep smoke down and play shield, so he has access and smoke off the common side, and you play a Mozzie, potentially Doc, and someone else up top, holding angles. Keep the smoke down with shotgun, so he has easier lines of sight into the canister throws.
Definitely. Hello, Phantom. Phantom just said in the stream, Conch, no way, my guy, what a caster. I appreciate that, my guy. Okay. Now,
weird
minute 10, going on the clock, and that'll be a huge kill from Lucky, vaulting from West Corridor. I mean, how unlucky for Magic. Bulldozer will take out Sensei, and I mean, once again, it's looking like Genesis have got this in the bag. I mean, this isn't an easy site to defend, and I mean, Genesis are really showing what happens when you go to a site that's not defender favoured. Oh my god, no! Tats downs Jinky, but resurrects him with that stim pistol. Coming in clutch, Cooper will go down, leaving out to a 2v5 situation. Jinky's got to start pushing up right now. The plant's going down from Godly.
The castle barricade upstairs is really weird, because that's not common.
Plant will go down, and Little Blue from behind will take out Jinky. Tats now in a 1v4, in 1v5, sorry. He will take out Bulldozer. Flick around, but he will go down. Will pull out Simpson, will revive himself, and Ying will come in. And Goldie Wolf will finish off the round. Now making it 4-2 as the switch comes in, which we all know what that means. Which means defense will be played by Genesis, and the attack will come in from TM.
We all know what that means as well. Genesis, we've seen from 4-2 up the past 3 games. Genesis 4-2 up in Clubhouse, Genesis 3-3 in Cafe, Genesis now 4-2. The curse could be still alive.
Do you think we'll see the 3-5 curse of Genesis come out once again? I hope to God not.
What I want to point out there is, see if you're going to hold me in lobby, you need smoke, you need Jaeger/Ramai, you need, I'd say, Doc, Mozzie, and if Maestro wasn't banned, up the Maestro. You play your Maestro and smoke downstairs, that denies a lot of, that's a lot.
Maestro is banned, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I said, if he wasn't banned.
Right.
Maestro wasn't banned. That would be the common one that I go for, because those two, plenty of plants now. Then you've also got Mozzie of C4, you've got Jaeger with a good gun, you've got Doc.
I mean, I would even, if maybe because Maestro's banned, maybe bring a Legion so you can help smoke upstairs with the anchoring of the upstairs bit. So at least he knows people are pushing. You know, he can kind of like challenge when the Legions are trying to get pulled out and stuff like that. It applies a lot more pressure when the people are pushing upstairs, rather than the whole attacks just closing in on that one room of party and then just stucking everyone in there.
I get you, but I personally just wouldn't play smoke upstairs. I'd play him downstairs in bathroom area, back corridor.
I mean, the traditional sense would be to play it down the stairs, though. I mean, upstairs. Usually, smoke plays on the upstairs.
Yeah, I get you. I do get you.
Because his job is to deny from above. He can throw smoke canisters through the floor and then block them in entrance.
True, in a sense. Both of us are right.
Phantom just said, let's get some predictions. Who is gonna win? I'd like to say Genesis, especially them being the underdogs coming into this.
If you, I'm gonna go Genesis, but I'm gonna go 8-6.
8-6?
Yeah.
You wanna be here all day, do you?
I just save him on defense crumbling. Again.
Crumbling again on defense? Yep, I guess so.
Especially with Horger playing the mirror. See, if you're playing mirror, I'd suggest playing mirror up in the bathroom.
Magic's having a bit of a trouble right now trying to get through console to our console office using that buck rotating, mate. That's a yikes right there. You can play this vertical now though, through 2 layers actually, which is going to be nice.
But see, like if you had the mirror in bathroom and either Kaid, that's 2 C4s, what you can get rid of Buck easily.
Yeah, very true. Magic will get a huge kill, unlucky as he does go drone chasing. How unlucky. I feel like I keep saying that, but it generally is.
I'm due to just coming down the reels and slapping you.
It's not my fault, fam. It's how it goes. It's the nature of the game, isn't it?
It's either lucky getting unlucky or magic not having magic.
It's either magic being unlucky or it's lucky for lucky. Sensei will get a huge kill on a Godly Wolf. And there'll be another kill coming out from Magic as he takes out Delta.
See, they've got the right setup in bathroom. You need mirror, bro. You need a mirror in bathroom. You've got one player playing bathroom upstairs.
Yeah.
Like, they understand the strats as such, how to deploy them, but they just don't understand how they work from watching us.
Copa will take out Little Blue, and now it's just Bulldozer left in a 1v5. This isn't looking very fortunate for him as Jinky goes for a plant. And he gets shot in the back by Tats, and that'll be a flawless round for TM. And the score becomes 4-3, still in favour of Genesis, but getting very, very close for TM. Now I hope, I mean I want Genesis to win this next round, but I hope they don't because of the fact that this curse of 5-3 foul. I swear to God, if we see another 5-3 come out.
Yeah, I get you. Like, from where I'm sitting, the strats are there. Don't get me wrong, the strats are completely there. They just don't understand how they work from watching it. You've got one person in bathroom, mute with shotgun. Like, fair enough, you've got some ADSs, but you literally set him up to die. If he gets
honestly,
one attacker,
my personal opinion is the problem with what was going on there
Yeah.
was, like you said, that mirror. If you had a mirror in bathroom, that could have done something different. But then again, we can't say that it did, right?
And defuse bomb.
Yeah, true.
I think, honestly, like you stated, Genesis, like, though they are very, very good, there's just this weird consistency when it comes to defending.
Yeah.
They're just
It's
not
like-
as organized, and I'm not saying that they're not organized in the sense of like, oh, they're like literally playing in random places or that. But this is Genesis on
They're not
attack, right?
organized.
They're in good positions. They get huge refrags. They can even stuff up. Defense, they understand what they got to do, but they're not getting those refrags. They're not getting those kills they need at the crucial moments.
Can we take a moment to look at the
5 seconds
mentality
to
coming out in defense? 4 C4s, 2 impacts. There's literally no.
Attackers objective
There's
is to
no
locate a
bombs.
bomb
There's
and
no
defuse it.
bulletproof.
I think that's how you're supposed. I think that's the right way to do it now,
Yeah,
though, because that
I
means
do
that
get
no
it,
one
but-
has to play in A now.
Yeah, there's no one can play an A, but in a sense, you've sacrificed some bombs. Maybe 3 C4s or 4s a wee bit over 2.
I mean, there's no one though really that you would take with barbed wire on their team now.
No, I get you.
That's the only issue.
Yeah, like C4. I love C4. C4, phenomenal stuff.
Well, what's nice about it as well from a viewer standpoint as well, people watching the stream, it's very enjoyable to watch a huge C4 kill.
Yeah. And look at the offense. We've got 3 clay to 6 flash. They've no smokes. It's not like they can go inside and just plant.
Phantom, yes, Cam is the second guy casting with me. Drones coming in right now, they're trying to find the players. There's a huge rotate on those stairs.
I just can't say any chat because I've got it turned off. I just want to focus on the games. Hence
Fair
why
enough.
I can't really say anything. Sorry if you're trying to talk to me.
No, it was just Phantom asking if you were Cam, and he said you're good, not gonna lie. And then Jane says, Barbed is meh. Ooh.
James.
I don't trust it.
Bombs?
Ooh.
No, you need bombs. You need bombs to slow them down.
Barb
So
sounds
you
like an
have
old woman's name, fam.
Barbara. I'm sure, James, are you just trying to cover up some ancestry stuff from back in the day where you and Bob got together?
Ooh, he's calling James out. He's calling James out, fam. Is this an analyst war going on right now? Cobra right now will take a couple of shots, and the pulse from underneath is pinging the little bit of a heartbeat that is coming out right now. I mean, we could see this super, and yes, from underneath the pulse works, not even using a nitro. Copa gets taken out by Lucky right there. But
That's just a
Sensei
lucky
will get a huge kill on a goalie. Wolf answer him back. Sensei with a double kill. And Tats with another kill on a Delta. Now leaving Bulldozer and Lucky in a 2v4. And the plant's even going down. And there's no nitros going up. Nitro goes up, but will not find the person planting. And the plant will successfully go down.
Now, what I want to see here is TM.
Bulldozer gets taken out by Magic. Nitro goes up. But nothing is found. The rotate coming up right now. Up service stairs from Lucky. Lucky looking for the kills. We'll see the IQ. We'll take him out. Sensei will fall. Now in a 1v3. Pushing back up at service stairs. Looking in, but gets taken out from behind by Magic. And that will mean the score now becomes 4-4.
See, you're playing 4 C4s. No one got a C4 kill. There's no point in having 4 C4s if you're not going to coordinate your attack, your defense. You've 4 C4s for a reason. 4 chances to kill someone, not 1 C4 connected.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's just down to pure comms.
Do you know what, honestly, I think is the problem?
It's coordination.
Oryx. I don't believe you could play Oryx. I'm not 100% sure, but that could be iffy. But I think, do you know the honest problem I think was?
Yeah.
I think it was the fact that you had everyone with the nitro cells decide the challenge.
Yeah, exactly.
You should have just kept everyone down underneath and just went for the nitros.
Exactly. But like, see if Castle brought bulletproof instead of impacts. That could have helped
Attackers need to
the
locate and
defense who are
defuse
playing
bomb.
below a wee bit better up top because you'd have a bulletproof camera to see where to go instead of just relying on the hotkey sensor. That's something I would look into changing.
Now, the Twitch chat is saying about the new proximity gadgets that are coming in. Now,
That could be quite good.
I want to ask this really, really quickly. How do factors interact with proximity alarms? Do they destroy them or do they disable them? Because I think that could be a huge difference with how that sort of stuff works. If they disable, I think they could be a little bit meh.
I think they work the same as Maestro kills.
Disables.
I'm not sure.
Now,
I've not seen enough of it.
See, now that the fact they disable, that's kind of tough, right? I mean, I see the proximity alarms being one of those things that's going to be really annoying for the first couple of days because your heart rate's going to immediately accelerate as soon as you see them. It's like when you're a new player and you get, oh, a nice kill from Lucky with onto Sensei through the window of down the stairs. Now, like I was saying though, it's going to be like one of those things of like when you get pinged by a camera for the first time in Siege. You start panicking, right? And you start going, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, instead of looking for the camera and staying calm, right? Yeah. That's what the proximity alarm is going to be like, right? You get pinged, you're like, shit, where is it? Yeah. And that's exactly what's going to happen. When people start learning, it's
nothing bad. It's just like Lion when he came out. Get on with it. Don't let something stop you in your tracks, just get on with it. And if there's a gadget, it might give you a way, but if you've got better mechanical skill, you shouldn't be scared. Take on the challenge.
Bulldozer takes out Magic and TM right now. Not looking great. 2 players going down. I think Genesis are really, really good at defense whenever they get early kills. I mean, we saw Sensei with that nice early kill. Whenever they're in the kill advantage, they seem to be doing well. It's when they leave it too late into the round, it just doesn't look good for them.
As I said to you in Cafe, as this game's coming down to whoever gets the opening kill. Whoever gets the opening few kills wins the round. And it's so far lived up to that expectation analysis.
Ooh, a couple of missed shots right there from Bulldozer, almost taking out, I believe that would have been Jenky. Godly Wolf takes out Cooper though. Delta takes out Jenky with the huge shotgun, and it's now Tats in a 1v5. Genesis absolutely playing huge right here. I mean, we were kind of talking trash about Genesis defense, but I mean, they're about to flawless this round.
That's just one round. Doesn't sum up the game.
I get you, but I mean, they look very, very confident this round, so.
They look comfortable here, but you've got to remember the other 2 bomb sites with went too. They didn't look comfortable at all. This looks
the
like
shotgun from Godly Wolf, and that'll be a flawless round from Genesis. Now making it 5-4.
This is like they understand their play. They understand the position. They understand how to work and how to play this bomb site. The other 2, they just didn't seem to understand each other and how to play them. I'm not out here trying to slide Genesis, but you can't just rely on one bomb site to be the winning. You've got, if you want Cafeteria, you could questionably be 6-4 up right now. 6-3, 6-4 up on match point. But your Cafeteria let you down. And you're going back to Archives Tellers, where you're going to probably most likely play the same 4 C4s. Again, if it comes down to that, you need for coordination. You've swapped potentially for Pulse for Jaeger. Like, maybe 6 picking onto Echo. Yeah, I get it, but where's your intel going to come from? You're going to leave 2 Echoes upstairs. It's small little things, because on their offense, they're flawless. There's nothing you can criticise too drastically. On defense, it's like opening a biscuit tin. You keep eating and eating out of it, and there's always more in it to pick on. And this is some weird food analogies where I'm coming up with. It's been cake, now it's been biscuits.
No, but I think it's good to visualise sort of things when it comes to analysts.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
Because it is, it's like taking cookies off a jar. Once you take one out, there's always more left to pick on.
Well, it depends if it was the last cookie, but still.
Exactly, but on offense, it's like you go into the kitchen, you say, oh, here's some cookies. You open a cookie jar, there's none in it, so you can't pick any out. It's the same on the Genesis offense. You can't pick anything to fall from, but on their defense, there's plenty of things you can pull from.
Diffuser has been dropped. Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Yeah. Round 10 right now. Genesis is going to be looking to take this next round so they can bring it to match point for them. Well, we're back to 50 viewers. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Hope you guys are enjoying this stream. Very, very close matches right now.
Drone activated.
Map number 3 we're on right now. Cafe was won by Genesis. The win of Clubhouse for TM.
What's funny is Clubhouse was picked by Genesis for the lost, and Cafe was picked by TM and it was lost. So the maps, what they think they could have done bits on, turned out not to be so much.
A nice kill right there onto Delta from Tats. I mean,
That's
you've just lost your echo. I mean,
That's a big kill.
you need your echo.
See, it's weird. You've got
Lucky will get taken out by Magic right now, leaving in a 3v5 in favour of TM.
You've got all the C4s, but you've got 2 people playing middle floor of C4. So I don't get why we're running so much C4 if no one's actually playing below for the C4 denial.
Bomb located by attackers.
Yeah, I'll feel you on that one.
It's frustrating to watch, in a sense, because as I said, it is just like picking cookies out. You think you have the last one, but right?
I mean, Little Blue's gonna get trapped in you right now, and it's not gonna be good for him.
No. Maybe.
Little Blue takes out Cooper, actually, so that's actually a huge trim, but now he'll get called out, obviously. Potentially getting another kill, but no, manages to slip it away, and he goes down to Sensei using that SMG-11, and now the plant's going to potentially be going down. Bulldozer and Goldie Wolf. Pushing up right now will be Goldie Wolf, but Goldie Wolf gets taken out by Tats. It's Bulldozer now in a 1v3. He gets a huge nitro on the Jinky, though, who is going for a plant. That's diffuser down, and he gets taken out by Sensei. And that will mean that TM now make the score 5-5. You cannot make this up. This is as close as it's ever going to get. Sorry for that little visual glitch right then.
What I want to say here is, see if you're not feeling comfortable with your nitros below, take the risk, open up the hatch above, and watch from below. Did I
Okay.
see someone leaving?
Yeah, I think they want to rehost.
Why?
I'm not quite sure.
I don't know. Oh, maybe GN should be on defense, maybe?
No. Because it wasn't even overtime.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, that was a little bit strange. Maybe look really quick in the Discord what's happened. Goldie Wolf's Wi-Fi shut down. He's restarting quickly. That's why they want to rehost.
Right, what I'm going to say here in this brief bit. See, like, I've picked quite a bit on Genesis and I've quite a bit on TM. But just before the disconnection, you took a wee moment to look at the stats. If it wasn't for Godly, I think TM would have been away with us. Godly was sitting on like 14 kills for 4 deaths, which is phenomenal, and the rest of his team were like 4 for 8 or something like that. That's weird. You can't just rely on one boy.
Okay, I gotta remember this now. It was 5-5, wasn't it?
Yeah, 5-5 Valkyrie and Maestro.
So Blue win 5, so... Right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So I need to know this, right? Last win was done by Orange, right? Yeah. And what about round number 9? That was won by Orange as well, right?
That's 5-5 now. So you're going on to your 10th round. So round 9 was won by Orange, yeah.
Oh no, it was won by Blue. It was won by Genesis.
No, Genesis won defense round 9. Genesis lost that.
Yeah, so they're still blue though. They don't change colour.
Genesis were blue and TM were orange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So blue won round number 9. What site was it?
It was downstairs. Archives tell us.
No,
you
not round number 10, because that was won by. You don't get this, do you? So round number 10
No,
was
I don't.
won by
Yeah, orange. Yeah, okay.
orange, right? Who were on attack.
Oh,
Blue
blue.
was
Blue
run
were upstairs. Upstairs.
upstairs. There you go. Simple as that. Then round number 8 was also was
I can't
orange.
remember. I can't remember. Okay. My brain doesn't allow me to go back to all this.
I thought you said you have the biggest brain in the world.
I do, but I'm not. I didn't expect a DC at round 11.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let me just count this up really quick.
As long as you've got it right, who cares about the bomb site?
Because if they won it, then it's going to be locked, isn't it?
Yeah,
1,
as long as you remember
2,
the last one.
3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Okay, we are good to go. Let's get the teams back in and we can get going once again. Whew.
A wee chill, a wee spa night. But no, I'm casting off my main man conch. What's the best spa
Hey,
that you can
fam. Who needs a bath? We've got Genesis versus Team
TM.
Misalignment. And you want a bath?
I want
Get
to
out.
spectate Godly. I want to spectate Godly. Godly's a god.
He has.
Big
He
man
is
of-
the god. He is a Super
man
Saiyan
of-
god.
Big man with brilliant ace.
Big man ace. Now, I
let's
hope
say
everyone
Olive-
envies us for doing this many games, because we have been here all bloody day. How long have we been casting
We've
what
been
out?
here.
2
we've
hours.
We've been here from 7 o'clock.
So 3 hours. Shit.
Yeah. We've been here from 7 o'clock. Get us on the Pro League.
Listen, Kickstuff, if you ever need a break, you know who to call. I'm never gonna replace Kickstarter, am I? Let's be real here.
No.
Ahem. I mean, surely I'm better than the communist, right?
I ain't saying anything. I don't want my career to go up in flames.
No,
we're on an uphill path together. Onwards and upwards, bud. We've sat here 3 hours and still with the same motivation, still with the same energy levels.
I can't say I have the same energy, but
I can say I've still got the same because I don't yell a lot.
yeah, you're nice and calm. You are absolutely in tip-top shape.
Exactly. Just like you. You're in tip-top shape as well.
TM ready. We are good to go. Let's get it going.
Do you know, funny thing is, the 623 comments, I've not seen any of them.
That's a yikes.
That's a big yikes. Only time I know people are talking about me is when you call it out.
I'm just trying to show some love to our chat, who are out here right now and are grinding with us, fam. They've been here for full 3 hours as
Exactly.
well.
They've been here for 3 hours. I respect it.
Envy the chat, fam. Envy the chat.
Yep. Get the chat an Oscar award, especially James with his Barbara.
Jane's in
confession.
danger, family. I know. I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot more other people who've been watching for a long time, but I've seen danger here from the first second to the last. So.
That's because Danger's an admin of this league.
Monarchy has more views than a Pro League caster. Are you being genuine serious? Who's the Pro League caster? Yo, fam, imagine that, dude.
Oh dear, imagine that. Get us.
Hello, Intero. Hello,
We're coming for you. No, hang on. James knows people because he's a Pro League.
Yo, James, can you
James.
slip us in?
Stackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Yeah, we're never gonna join Pro League, fam. Let's be real here.
Nah, let's just be real with ourselves. The best rule gets challenging. I thought.
Challenge League? I think I could do Challenge League for a bit. Need PC first, though.
Yeah. If I get in, I'll get you, and if you get in, you get me in. Simple.
I'll sort you out.
Cheers.
Look at James,
I'll sort
fam.
you out.
Look at James, dude. Yo, James,
What
fam.
guy?
Let me build my PC, yeah, and then slip me in for a few Challenger League games, then, yeah. Big shouts, James. Big shouts, fam.
Whoa, conch, you just ditching me.
No, wait there. I was in James's caster workshop I think it was like almost a year ago now, hosted by Unlimited. So this man has taught me everything I know, fam. Okay.
James's big brain.
See, Drew helped James get to where he is now, so James is gonna help me. It's like Drew is like James is a master, and James is my master, fam.
And I'm your sidekick.
You are my sidekick. You're basically my Robin to my Batman, fam.
Yeah. You're the relevant one, I'm the irrelevant.
I'm the relevant one. When do you go big? Want to donate a PC? Nah, back up, fam. My PC's for me. RTX 2080 Supers built in. Oh.
Let's just take a moment. Once Conch has finished the casting, he gets to re-chill down. I have to do stats for a couple of weeks tomorrow morning, which is sad.
Oh, boo-hoo. You just have to chill. I'm literally out here grinding. Mine runs 15 FPS. Mine runs fucking 30, and that's like with like lower settings. So, who's the caster? It's me and Cam. Just Conch casts and Cam. A nice kill coming out from Tats right there onto Lucky. Now making it a 4v5. As we've been talking on and on and on, a minute and 20 has gone into the round number 11. That's a nice kill.
That is a nice kill. I appreciate that. Might not be hyped, but
He's annoying AF. Oh, okay. Thank you, Real Dom. He was the guy who asked who's the cast, and he said, I'm really annoying. So here you go. Gorley Wolf will take out Tatsto with a nice melee after downing him. That's huge right there.
No. Who's annoying? That could be me. Not you.
Honestly, I don't really know. And like I said to everyone, it's your opinion, mate.
Bomb located by attackers.
It's probably because I talk too much about Kickstarter and shit like that, but there we go. Minute left on the clock. 4-4, so Little Blue taking a lot of damage will go down, and Magic will take out Little Blue. Not even in a 3v4. And Jinky will take out Gorley Wolf, and Genesis not looking too good right now in a 2v4 situation. 40 seconds left on the clock. Nitro is potentially coming in right now. Nitro hits the roof, blows it up, but doesn't confirm anything off of it. The plant going down right now from Jinky. And yeah, the echoes will prevent the plants from coming in. Sensei will take out Bulldoze, and that's now Delta in a 1v4. Decides to go back on his camera, and gets pushed by Sledge. Delta takes out Sensei. The plant goes down successfully, and people are deciding to push him out. And Buck takes him out, though Magic taking out Delta. Now bringing the score up to 5-6 in favour of TM.
This is looking like the curse all over again.
Right now we see match point for TM.
But again, we have seen both those teams through match points numerously.
True, but I mean TM, they have it in their grasps, dude. They're so close. They can totally bring this home.
Yeah, totally could. But you can't write off Genesis. People expected 2-0, so like Genesis just to get turned over. Genesis have stood. Genesis have gave us 3.5 hours of good quality match gameplay to cast over.
I mean, where do you see this going? Do you reckon it's gonna go in? Do you reckon Genesis is gonna be able to pull this back?
I'm still sticking 8-6 Genesis.
As much as I believe in Genesis, I don't know. I feel like TM might take it.
Look, with Ring Console, this is the best defended bomb site so far.
Yo, fam, I might as well just leave, fam. Everyone wants you to be the main caster.
Why?
Don't know.
Why?
They prefer you over me, fam. My career's over.
Oh dear.
My career's over, fam.
Oh dear.
10 seconds left.
Don't put
before
that pressure on me, please. Nah,
insertion.
as I was saying,
5 seconds
as I
left.
was saying, like, they understand console a lot better
Attackers
than
must locate and
the
defuse
other
the
bomb
bomb.
sites was opted for, which was evident when they went flawless. So if they can get this win and back themselves on offense, as they have shown clearly they're an offense-based team, I can see this going to Genesis as long as they can win this site.
And what's great to see now is they've decided to bring the smoke, like we said last time was an issue. They got that plant denial,
Attackers have located a bomb.
which we haven't seen a lot of plant denial come out from Genesis, so it's nice to see that they've decided to adapt that into their play.
Yeah, that is nice. That's nice to
It's
see.
much needed as well.
Yeah, it's nice to see what we suggest actually is coming out.
Capital though will decide the smoke will go in, but no, Delta from underneath with a huge nitro. Oh my god, Magic and Cobra will also go down. The plant's still going down by Sensei though, will get smoked out on the other hand, and will go down. It's Tats down to 1v5 as Genesis absolutely bounced back. Lucky will go down though to Tats, as it now becomes a 1v4.
I told you, this is a site they know how to defend. Just defuse. Get the defuse. There's no chance Nomad can get that.
I mean, this is crazy, right?
Yeah. Oh, they're still not. Yeah, brilliant. I told you, you were right in Genesis offer. This is the only bomb site where you can't open the cookie jar and pick up any more cookies.
Tats takes out Goldy Wolf, now on a 1v3. Minute 20 left on the clock, and he's deciding to push into Tellers. Tats could pull this back, but with only a little bit of HP left, it doesn't look like he's going to have much of a choice, but to just push and hope for the best. He doesn't even have Diffuser in hand after he got lost by Sensei inside of sight.
No. Like, Tats, he's a man of clutch ability, but it's a free one here. Bombs upstairs, Tats is on 10 HP. Should be over.
30 seconds on the clock. He does have a lot of time to work with still. But like you said, it's the 1v3. He's not got much HP. And then we see a challenge coming in right now. If he can potentially win this gunfight, I think there's a good chance he could potentially pull this in. And he decides a pre-fire Jaeger, but Bulldozer comes out on top. And Tats loses that engagement. It now becomes 6-6. Tie score as we go into overtime.
Told you. This is the only bomb site on defense where I can actually go. Open a cookie jar, and you can't pick up you can't get any more cookies out of it. They're just brilliant on that one bomb site. Other two bomb sites, not so much. There's a lot of improvements necessary to be actually viable for Genesis. But we do see them go back to that bomb site again. Could this be 3-0 to them on that one particular bomb site? Force them to match point on attack? Or are TM actually going to adapt and realise you can't be aggressive against GN on this one bomb site? You've got to just take it down. Take it back 5 steps, brave, then go. Again. It's just like
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
you've opened the cookie jar and you're filling it back up. Just take a wee moment. Chill. Take breath, think about it. Genesis have done us quite well, but we have proved we can do this. So let's just up the ante a wee bit, take some steps back, and push as a team.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Genesis starting on defense, which could be the downfall to them. Obviously, they have this site that they love, and that we've seen them do very, very well on as the starting one. So this could be potentially really good for them, right? Especially if they can win this and then win the attack. I mean, I think a lot of people would be surprised right now if Genesis pull this away. Not because Genesis are worse off or anything like that, but like I said, going into this, Genesis were the underdogs, right? A lot of people thought TM are going to win this even by a 2-0. And I mean, Genesis are really, really showing right now that, okay, maybe we're not so good on defense, but our attacks are just so much better than TM's.
No one's good in defense. I'm just going to be brutal here. No teams look comfortable in defense. If all look good in offense, teams need to go back to the drawing board and just rethink how to play each bomb site.
It's a little bit weird though, because usually you'd think that attacking is easier, a lot more teams win attacks overall, and it's just very, very strange to me to see that the defense is just being lost over the attacks.
Because the attack has to basically think it's your castle, medieval times. The defense are inside.
Kuba will get a nice kill on the Lucky right there. That'll be your cap can removed. Now leaving in a 4v5. Minute 50 left on the clock. Tats takes up Godly Wolf, and Genesis not looking too good right now. Losing 2 of your players, and a minute and 10 gone on the clock.
As I said, just take a few steps back. They've done that. They've took a few steps back. They've listened, and they're playing properly now. They've understood it. They're playing how to attack us.
Delta potentially stuck right now in waiting room. Smoke's coming in as well.
But notice if you get rid of the people playing behind, you can just pinch and attack. Instead of focusing on the windows, focus on the horizontal.
Plank going down by Jinky right now. Claymore comes in, the Nitro comes in. Delta will take out Jinky. Magic will take out Bulldozer, but Little Blue says no and takes out Sensei. Now leaving another 2v3. Minute left on the clock. Delta potentially removing the player on waiting room window. As Magic goes down, on the other hand, Magic will get finished by Little Blue. Absolutely huge by Little Blue from underneath.
TM, they've just got too aggressive.
Now Little Blue can sit under comfortably, right, and wait for that plant to potentially go down. He does have that Nitro cell, which could be really huge.
Delta's in a power position, I say, because if he gets rid of the person on the window, that's it. That is it.
Oh no, but Tats takes him down as he walks into the Nomad device. That air jab will shut you down. And goodbye Delta, says Tats. Now leaving a 1v2. 25 seconds left on the clock. Still underneath though, with that Nitro cell on board. Nitro cell goes up and will not find... Actually, will down Cooper, which is absolutely huge. Rotates up exit stairs. Up the yellow stairs, looking for the kill potentially. He knows where the diffuser is. Sophia decides to challenge, and Tats wins the engagement. Meaning that Genesis will move on to the attack. And TM win that round. 6-7 on the scoreboard.
Genesis had that, but just didn't, in a sense. Delta, personally, he shouldn't have moved. He should have sat where he was. Use it. You've got the C4 below. You call that out. Sophia pushing in. C4 2v1. If Delta goes down, there's less time on the board. Then you can rotate the Mozzie up and hopefully win it. But instead, Delta got too aggressive, peaked, got nomaded, died. His downfall was his aggressiveness.
Yeah, I think honestly, he should have just waited. He could have potentially just sat underneath and waited for the plant to go down and shot up.
Yeah.
Because he knew where the diffuser was.
Yeah. But it was good. It was good from TM there. They got smacked twice on console, and then they took their little breather and went and won, which is good.
Now we have got the infamous Genesis on the attack though, so this will be interesting to see if it goes into overtime match point in a sort of sense of whichever team wins it. Now, if TM somehow push through and they win this, they will take the full thing. So it's gonna be interesting to see if that happens.
Yeah, like, even if TM take us, Genesis have got a lot. People should give Genesis a lot of respect. Genesis have came out here with a lot of people going, oh yeah, TM 2-0, beats Dubs. They've spent 3.5 hours fighting to try and get their first league win. That's commitment. That is what you expect to see from teams. They have so much pressure on... TM had so much pressure on their shoulders of, yeah, we should win 2-0. Genesis, without anyone realising, are secret dark horses in this league.
3 minutes on the clock right now. Genesis potentially last attack, last defense for TM if they bring home this bread.
Hopefully Genesis can do it.
Yeah, I mean, if Genesis can clutch us up, we'll be moving over to round 15, which then it will go basically... Yeah, I mean, Lucky will get a huge kind of Sensei. That'll be your Vigil gone, which means your late roams will be removed. A nice early kill from Genesis, really showing that they can go the full way with this, and they're not afraid to do it.
As we said, whoever gets the first opening kills usually wins a round. Let's see if that still goes up.
And we see Magic with this nice angle right there onto those stairs. Onto the stairs, sorry, onto the window. Tats from underneath, though, will get a huge Nitro Cell onto Lucky. Wow, what a Nitro Cell. We didn't actually quite catch it, but I'm sure it was magnificent. But a nice kill nonetheless, even up now 4-4. Minute 40 left on the clock.
Lucky is Sophia, that's a big kill gone, but it's not the end of the day, because it's not like your friend, it's not your sledge, you're not your IQ. You've still got stuff to go.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you haven't got that entry frag capabilities. Maybe IQ can kind of do it, but
yeah.
Other than that, though, it was a nice kill nonetheless. Though you got to give props there where it's due.
Yeah, you've got to give props to all teams for sticking around. Everyone's sticking around for 3.5 hours to listen to us cast and spectate a very good game.
Nitro comes on the Delta. Wow, doesn't actually fall right there. Only takes a little bit of damage. Luckily, you got away unscathed from that Nitro cell.
Oh my goodness, another lucky punt.
That was actually intentional, just so you know.
Oh, fair enough.
The smoke's going out the window for some reason. No, actually land on the floor from Cooper. Okay. I think he wasn't supposed to throw them onto the ground, obviously, but it still ended up that way.
See, that's what I mean. TM have just looking a wee bit more relaxed than we did before the disconnection. They seem composed. They seem like the...
Godly Wolf will take out Jinky, but Cooper will answer back and take him out with a huge refrag. But Bulldozer says no, he takes out Tats, and Cooper will fold the Delta. Now leaving Magic in a 1v3. He will down Little Blue and will deny the plant. Absolutely huge right now, only 10 seconds on the clock. TM's got to do something right now. The pickup potentially coming in, but no! Bulldozer takes out Magic. And that will mean that the score goes 7-7 right now.
Overtime match point. And statistical downside here, I'm sorry Genesis, but you've been good, but you're going to have to put in a masterclass in defense on your archives, your console, or your garage to win us. It's going to have to be a masterclass pulled out.
I mean, yeah, this is just going to be the most... If Genesis want to win this, it's going to be the most perfect defense they've ever played.
This is going to be opening the cookie jar and not even a single crumb left in it.
I mean,
perfect it has to be.
Can we just say the fact that this is literally gone from the first map being in TM's favour, then to Genesis, and now we're 7-7. This point determines who wins the set. This is the most intense thing I think I have casted in a long time.
Yeah. I'm new to all this casting, and this is the best match, hands up, I have ever seen. And
hands up?
Yeah. Doing a Mexican
Isn't it usually, it's usually hands down, right? Or hands up?
Yeah, but we're changing it up. We're changing it up. This is a game of the century at Siege in this league. This game, honestly, right now, I am saying deserves game of the season. I don't think there's going to be a game that can rival us. You've got TM, who are projected to finish second. You've got Genesis, projected to finish 7th. TM projected to win 2-0. Genesis pushing them right to the final point.
3 minutes on the clock, the last defense for Genesis and the last attack for TM. This is the final round, ladies and gentlemen, so stay tuned. Let's see who wins the full set.
This is do or die. This is do or die.
This is quite literally the hours that have been spent in this match. Either team that loses this will be so unfortunate, because if you lose this, I wouldn't say it's a waste of your time, but you've essentially, there's so much time and effort that's been put into this, and it's just gone within 1 round.
Yeah. Hopefully Genesis haven't left a crumb in the cookie jar.
What is this cookie jar stuff?
It's good. It's a good comparison that allows people to visualise what has to be done.
Is it not match point overtime? Or is this or is it infinite overtimes in this? Oh, don't say that. I don't even know.
Oh,
I swear it said match point overtime before it switched, but now it's just saying overtime, so
yeah,
I don't know.
Deal. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Infinite OT Pog. This is the sentence that were given to me, so if it's wrong, it's wrong. I don't know, okay?
Oh, this is infinite. We could be here all night, conscious.
We could be here all night, fam. We could literally be here all night.
Yeah, I don't think I think this is.
Magic will go down right there as Lucky gets a huge kill, and through the hatch right now almost gets shot as Cooper does decide to shoot for the hatch on the pinged person, but doesn't hit any of his shots onto Lucky.
I will interrupt. I think this is not match point. I think we have won by 2 clear points.
Delta will go down and will get taken out by Sensei. Lucky almost gets taken out right there on the stairs. Nomad decides to keep on pushing up, but Nomad bounces back, but a huge refrag from Sensei. Not even enough 3v3. A minute left on the clock. It's anyone's game to play for right now, and Jinky's opening up a admin wall.
If Genesis take this, and this is this puts him on overtime match points on attack.
Impact's coming in right now. Still 3-3. 45 seconds left on the clock. They have to go for a push.
So far, it looks like there's no crumbs from the Hyper team left in anyone's cookie jar. This is good.
This is very good. Couple of shots right there through the smoke. Nothing will connect on the other hand.
I don't say it often. This is phenomenal.
25 seconds left on the clock. They have to start doing something though for this plant. Couple of shots right there and Tats will go down. Golly Wolf will take out Sensei. And it's now Jinky. I'm going to catch up. He will take out Golly Wolf. And he's now in a 1v2. Little Blue confirms the kill onto Tats. And as the push comes in, Bulldozer will get taken out by Jinky. It's now a 1v1. 8 seconds left on the clock. He's looking for the Mozzie. And he takes out the Mozzie. Little Blue gets taken out by Jinky as Jinky clears up the round. And I think this is actually the end, right?
This might be the end of Genesis.
It's the end! 8-7!
How unlucky can you be? You had a 2v1 such. Oh, I feel gutted for Genesis.
Jinky, man! What was he doing at the end? Oh my god!
The pistol, the teabag, the salt, the phenomenal plays coming out from Jinky to win. Get this man a Chinese, get this man a chippy, get this man a KFC. He deserves it. He is TM's sole victory tonight.
I'm gobsmacked.
Get Jinky a full cookie jar full of cookies.
Wow.
I feel bad for Genesis. I feel bad.
That was absolutely crazy.
That was crazy. That was crazy, cunt.
Anything you want to touch on before we go into ending?
Nah, let's just end it. Let's give the boys a rave. They deserve to go away and have a
okay. Thank you everyone for coming out. That was just Genesis Gaming versus Team Misalignment. We'll do a quick recap really quick of the scores. We saw our very first map of Clubhouse. It went 5-7 in favour of Team Misalignment. And then we saw on Cafe for the second map. It went, what was it? It was 6-8 or 7-8? It was 6-8, right? It was 6-8.
Yeah.
In favour of Genesis. And then we move on to our tiebreaker, Consulate, which then ended 7-8 in favour of Team Misalignment. GG to them. Thanks to Jinky clutching up that last round. Thank you everyone for tuning into the streams. That's been amazing, especially getting up to, I think we were at 59 at our peak, which is absolutely amazing, guys. Thank you all for coming out.
And listening to us for 3 hours and 45 minutes. That has been a pleasure to do.
Yeah. If you guys do want to check our socials, my social is at ConchCasts on Twitter. And my YouTube channel is also the same thing, ConchCasts. If you search out on YouTube, you'll find me. Give me a subscribe. You'll keep up to date with all my latest casts. Yeah, I'm Cam. Do you want to say any of your socials?
My Twitter is at CamStevenson7 and my YouTube is Cam-Stevenson. So yeah, just give us a follow. And yeah, just keep tuned, and hopefully me and Contra will see you boys for another game, because this has been really good. And just one thing, massive GG's to Misalignment and Genesis for keeping me and Contra entertained for 3 hours 45 minutes. That's really all I have to say.
Thank you to everyone coming out to the stream once again. I've been ConchCast, that's been Cam, and we'll see you in the next game we cast. Peace out, everyone.
Peace out.